world has changed. Gone to hell, more like. It started when magic came back. The Awakening, some called it. You're rubbing elbows with orcs, elves, even trolls these days. Meanwhile, megacorps bleed the world dry one board meeting at a time. They own just about everything. But not us. We're Shadowrunners. Mercenaries, operating in the margins, working dangerous jobs for the desperate and the powerful. Being a runner takes more than skill and street smarts. You want to live long enough to get paid, you'll need a team, the right talent for the job. Maybe that's a mage, someone who can fry your enemies with deadly spells. A good decker can jack into the Matrix and bypass the toughest security without leaving a trace. Adepts, riggers, shaman, and don't forget your street samurai. Packing enough firepower and cyberware to take on a small army. Man, magic, and machine. Takes it all to survive in the shadows. Welcome to the sprawl.
And welcome to Shadowrun Corporate Sins! My name is Lauren and I will be your GM for this evening. What?
Are we raising the roof?
Yes.
The roof.
Literally, the roof is falling.
The roof is on fire. Something fire hose. Yeah.
It's passing me. Joe, did you say something important?
I shut it back down. That's too much, guys.
Oh, too much raising.
He's shutting us down. Bye, I hope you enjoyed this episode.
Nailed it.
All right, we're back. So, before we get started, I have some reminders and announcements for you. For those of you who are tuning in for the first time, welcome to Hyper RPG, a hyperactive, community-driven, interactive Twitch channel here for you and because of you. We are currently playing Shadowrun Corporate Sins, which is a tabletop RPG using the Shadowrun system from Harebrained Schemes and Catalyst, and it's super awesome and cyberpunk, and you should stick around. You can follow Hyper RPG on Facebook and Twitter and Reddit, and most of those things involve Hyper and some form of RPG in there. This is very useful. We also, and if you, for every 5 subscribers we get, we will give away key, which is very exciting. I don't have a number from it. They normally give me that. Right, just gave it to me. We are 4 subscribers away. Is the under part something I should read?
Yeah, oh, so now, by the way, thanks to the Yojimbot, we automatically assign people with special...
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, so we have the robot assigns people.
Exactly.
So Bob Loredeth is now a dual-wielding pineapple sanitation quartermaster. That's a very useful position. Anyway, we'll assign you a position on the Yojimbo, which is a spaceship, in case you were wondering. If you're a subscriber, you get access to the Discord, and that allows you to play the metagame that goes along with this tabletop roleplay game, where you join a corporation and do all sorts of fun shenanigans, like send these Shadowrunners on a run that you get to coordinate with me. So it's super awesome and exciting. This Friday, just a quick note that there is no DFA. They're gonna be doing a special one-shot, which is all out of bubblegum with Steph, Strix, Emily, and Zach is GMing, so there's no reason that won't be amazing. And this game is all about kicking ass. So yeah, apparently that's gonna be great.
I get it.
Because they're chewing bubblegum.
Yeah, but they're all out of. They're here to chew bubble. Okay.
Yeah, we got it. We followed. That brings us to the last reminder for this evening, which is that we are still doing our donations for dice. Where is our bucket of dice? Rai, the bucket of dice guy.
No, the beaker of dice is not enough.
That is not enough. Mark has it. All right, so we have a bucket of dice that will soon be on the table, and the beaker should be mine because I don't need as. I'll take the bucket. They can have the beaker. So if you donate $10 and put the name of a player, they get to take dice out of this magical bucket and use those as extra dice that their character can roll to get out of trouble. Or in trouble, depending on the character and the player. So that brings us to tonight's episode. Our team, let's introduce our team, known fondly as MMFEC. So let's start with
Hello, I am Cheryl Platts, aka Muppet Aphrodite, and I play Mainframe, who is an elven Decker, and she looks human. There's story and mystery, but she's actually an elf.
I'm Dan, Dan Poslins. I am at Dan Poslins if you are on the Twitters, and I play Mordecai, the Dwarven Mage.
Hi, I'm Claudia, or on the internet, I am Jackie Dash, Jaki Dash. The word.
the word, not
the symbols. I'm getting good at this part. And I am the street samurai who's also an orc. Big, tough, metal arms. It's gonna be a good time.
I'm Janine Clark. I am Elsie Blackwood, the teenage face of the group, who is a smooth talker until she loses her temper. I am Admiral Asma on the Twitters and things.
I am Tony Beeman, aka El Beefus. I'm Cromwell, the British butler what fights with his fists and magic and probably thinks he's doing better than he really is in this world.
Oh.
So those are our characters. This is Team MMFEC. I am your GM, Lauren, or at Random Tuesday on Twitter, and on Twitch too. So, MMFEC had been hired by an organization called the Draco Foundation, which is a group that is not a corporation, which is kind of saying something in Shadowrun. They had offered MMFEC a position on retainer within the organization to perform runs on them, sort of an expected monthly basis. And the first run that they had been hired to do was one where they're investigating an incident that they were involved in previously. In this case, they had been previously hired to protect a woman called Josephine Dzugashvili, a politician in the Seattle area. The protection didn't go completely according to plan. Dzugashvili ended up being kidnapped and was rescued by a different, at the time, much more professional shadowrunning team than MMFEC was, and probably still are. So MMFEC has now instead been hired to not protect someone, but to investigate who originally hired the Troll Killers, which was the gang that was partially involved in the attack on Josephine Dzugashvili, and who had actually hired them. Because although the Troll Killers are known for killing trolls, among other things, as a Seattle gang, we breaking shit over there.
I'm trying not to be loud. There we go.
Yeah, getting my beaker. Do it.
Let's make all the noise right now. Right now, all the noise.
I have dice.
Oh, I'm down one. Can you pass me one more?
Okay, so they are now investigating who was it that hired the Troll Killers to attack Josephine Dzugashvili. It's very hard to spell. They in their investigation process, they started by talking calmly and eloquently to some members of the Troll Killers that they had previously helped apprehend. And despite things happening, they did eventually get the name of one of the leaders of the Troll Killers in the Seattle area, which was Letta Robertson. And they suspected that Letta would have been more directly involved with whoever had hired them, and would be the person to track down and extract more information of the name of said person who hired them. So they went to the Laurelhurst area in Seattle. They eyed a couple of Troll Killers and were like, we're gonna knock them unconscious and pretend to be them. Only they shot one of them in the neck with an arrow, and then they got the attention of a bunch of other Troll Killers in the area. So that leaves us with MMFEC kind of scattered. We have Elsie and Mainframe in the van with Fang delivering what is now discovered to be the corpse of one of the Troll Killers.
Definitely a corpse.
Mordecai, are you finished with your berserking? Have you?
I
think he's finished.
Yeah, let's, for the sake of argument.
Okay, so Mordecai, who's coming down from that berserker high.
Yeah. I don't know who that is.
I know you don't. And yeah, so Mordecai's coming down from his berserker high, Cromwell also similarly coming down from his berserker high, and they're standing in an alley in the middle of a street with 6 other unconscious troll killers.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
The only
five
good troll
attacked
killer
them,
is an
and
unconscious
they attacked
troll
2.
killer.
So there were. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So there's 6 in the alley, and then the one with Bang that's
Yes.
dead. So only one is dead.
Technically dead.
Well, so there's 7 troll killers total that have been attacked.
Great.
Well,
One is dead.
Okay. Well, I can still scan the face of the one that's dead in the van now.
Yep,
Yes,
you can.
Great. Well, we're scanning
the van.
that and taking identification from
I
her.
don't think you should bring her into the van, though.
And
'Cause
the
it's a lot of
only, I believe the only people that anyone saw fighting were Mordecai and Cromwell, correct?
Oh, we're still
And
doing this.
And a
okay.
drone. Yes.
The drone probably wasn't noticed. It is intended to be a stealth and reconnaissance
Size
drone.
of a wasp, so
Yeah, it's pretty
Oh,
Yeah,
what?
It's like
small.
this one. Yeah, it's a little bit bigger. It's not the actual MTC flight, but it's totally a small drone. Like it's not meant to be seen.
well, team, we kind of took a circuitous route to get there, but we, I think, ended up where we wanted to be. We have 2 troll killer faces plus a bunch extra.
I see one near the van. I don't. Are you bringing the other to us?
Sure.
It's so. Here's the thing with this person that is literally on the ground, right next to our van. In case anyone didn't know, she is dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still standing out in the open.
Yes, you and Mordecai are presumably still standing out in the open. This entire attack occurred in about 6 seconds. So like anyone on the inside reacting, you probably got like another solid 10 seconds before they're gonna like burst out of the building and be like,
Cromwell shouts as loudly as he can. Let that be a lesson from the Peter Winfer gang.
what?
And then he runs toward the alley.
It wasn't even
Don't
in it.
run towards us. You will lead them to us. Go somewhere else,
He
Cromwell.
turns around and says, "Someone else get your body," and he runs away from the alley.
Jesus Christ.
Back to where he was, and he keeps running in the far direction.
Okay, so Cromwell's just booking it down the street,
Cromwell?
running away from these unconscious bodies.
I think we need a plan.
We
can you
have
guys-
a plan.
We still have a plan. Let's copy the face and...
Plan's not over. Can you bring the van around? We'll get the other
No,
body.
I'm not bringing the van into the crime zone. You can bring the body back to us stealthily, or Fang can go get it.
Fine,
But
fine.
I'm not driving.
That's fine.
I have one. I'm on record. I don't like us becoming an executioner squad.
I agree with you.
We will deal with that presently. I
Cromwell
duck.
throws another flashbang on the
Oh my
far
God.
side to try to get their attention
Okay.
away from
Okay.
I
Alright,
duck.
so Cromwell's running away. He's causing a pretty substantial distraction at this point. So Mainframe's gonna stay in the alleyway. Elsie's the one that's driving, so presumably Elsie chooses to also stay in the alleyway with the van and not drive it into the street where
No,
the
I am
unconscious
not.
bodies are.
No.
Since I'm the only one left in the alley at this, or
No,
out
the
in the street at this
yeah.
point, I would like to do a thing. I would like to get out of the street
Oh,
and
oh.
into the alley. I'm going to very quickly summon Sharky
All right.
for 6. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits on them.
Your net hits are 5.
All right. And Sharky appears next to me. We're both in the alley. Sharky, I instruct him to conceal both myself and the body the remaining body that we were trying to get. And so he waves his fins and
Okay.
we sort of fade from view. And then, because no one is here to help me move this body, I'm going to cast Levitate on it. And let's do force 6, so I can move it at 6 meters per combat turn.
Okay. So we'll assume that ends up being successful and you can work
Okay.
out the drain resist. So you manage to conceal yourself and the body and then slowly levitate it into the alleyway. And around about that time, this is probably like 15 or so seconds afterwards, you're pretty far down the street, like no one's really gonna catch up with you. A number of troll killers I guess you're still watching through the drone, sort of emerge out of the bar that they were in, which is the Wolf Bay Tavern. Yeah, I didn't remember if I called it a bar or a tavern. Just gonna write the word.
What are you doing over there?
We're good. Thanks, Mark. I actually did write the word tavern here. It's like I made that mistake last week.
Write
Okay.
it again.
So we're off to a great start, guys. The Wolf Bay Tavern. And so probably another half dozen or so kind of run out and they're like, what's going on? And they start going towards the bodies and like seeing what's happening with them. They definitely don't seem to be concerned with the troll running down the street. Like someone's like, ooh, but no one's gonna chase after you. They're very much focused on their 5 unconscious friends.
So they're approaching Mordecai.
No.
At this point, Mordecai's gonna gotten into the alleyway.
Oh,
Like,
just where the other bodies are. Okay.
yeah. So Mordecai's pretty safely in the alleyway. They wouldn't have noticed you, not with that level of concealment, at least not easily. So at this point, Mordecai can make his way slowly with the levitating body, or can get some assistance from Fang. You guys probably would want to get further down the alleyway before someone comes further up, because they are kind of near the entrance.
Well, I can continue to levitate the body while I move like faster than that. So I'm gonna get all the way down to where the van is and just continue bringing the body.
So eventually, you guys all meet on the far side of the alleyway.
Yeah.
I don't know if Cromwell's gonna take like a circuitous route around, but you have one dead body, one unconscious body. Everyone has reconvened at the van, and there's still definitely this milling hubbub of about a dozen or so troll killers, half of whom are unconscious, at the other end of the alleyway, in the streets.
Keep it down, all right? Okay. Let's just scan the faces, heal the one that's still alive, and move on.
Here, I can maybe show you guys if we need like a generic grid.
We don't.
Okay.
We're okay.
So,
It's dirty.
I hope we're fine.
is there any sort of check we need to run to scan the faces?
What is your
It's computer plus disguise.
well, no, for the actual face scanner, it's just a biometric scanner. I think it's just a rating 3, I think we decided, which means that's what, roll your computer plus logic to use the scanner.
Right.
I guess probably not that, but
And that's what with this after the scanner, I guess it's just disguise.
once you
Because
put it
you
on.
have
Or
the
hits.
face scanner.
Or hits. Okay. All right. I will use that piece of information.
Great. Use.
So you scan the faces. You kind of get this duplicate with that you can make with your mask. Oh, it's very like Black Widow from the Avengers, right?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
that.
Oh, yeah. But
That's not how wigs work. Sorry, I
know.
Sidetracked.
Things that can't happen. Like, also, you can't, like, tear a necklace off someone.
You
The way
can't?
They do that normally. Wigs don't work like that either. Yeah, I know.
Anyway,
Well, we might as well take the clothes if we're gonna go through with this.
Way, okay.
definitely blood on one of them.
Okay, let's
Cromwell
just
shows up at this point.
Let's just pause before we continue. We just murdered someone because we wanted to look like them.
We did not murder someone. Cromwell murdered someone. I want to make that clear. That was never part of the plan.
She's dead.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very.
Well,
just
that's
like-
one less troll killer in the world.
You need to stop taking your personal vendettas into the workplace. If we're gonna work together as a team, you need to be professional. I did not start working with MFEC to become the laughingstock of the Shadowrun world. Some of us want to stay in the shadows.
Wait a minute. Where was it on the operational parameters of this professional mission that we weren't going to kill anybody? We've all got...
It's not a wet work mission. It's an information gathering mission. We weren't paid to kill anyone.
It's also an accident.
It was an accident.
And was what happened in the police station an accident? You're running amok.
What happened
and
in
this
the
is not what I signed up for.
What happened in the police station?
Why don't
What happened in the police station?
where you terrorized a suspect who was in custody?
Oh, I didn't even touch the suspect. Look, it's easy for you, with your disguise, to hide away the fact you're a metahuman. But when a policeman sees a troll in a room who hasn't even touched a suspect and throws it out, that's because I'm a troll. Now, it'd be nice to hide in the van and pretend like troll killers are just another honest gang, but let me tell you about the troll killers. Right in the Tempo event when that happened, you know what the troll killers did? They found a clinic, right, where one of the few places where a metahuman can go to deliver a child. They torched the place, killed all the children, all the doctors, wiped them off the face. And you're upset that one of these people got murdered, who has a tattoo of a troll killer
Who
on
died
her
and
arm.
made you God, Cromwell. We are not, and I did not join this group to sanitize the earth. We're no better than them if we're just blindly
There
killing
is a
people.
war with metahumans, and the whole reason that they want Dzugashvili in office because Brackhaven turns a blind eye. They don't even prosecute or go after troll killers.
You
There's
are
no
fulfilling
police
their
around.
stereotype. You are making their point for them, Cromwell.
And you're pretending you're not what you are. You're hiding away from a world. The bear god made you an elf. Why not show him you're an elf? Why
My
not
parents
be an elf?
took that choice away from me, Cromwell. Don't you dare throw that in my
you
face.
maintain it by continuing to hide the fact that you're an elf. You can choose to
Maybe
show
there's
everyone.
other reasons I don't want to be found, Cromwell.
Well, I won't judge
I don't
you if
trust you
don't
enough to
judge
talk
me.
to you about that.
All right, well, seeing as there's still a really angry mob just a block away from where we are,
Yeah, solid
I
50
propose we
meters, so.
table this discussion. It's a good discussion, definitely one worth having. I know I've got opinions, I'm sure Elsie and Fang have opinions, but in the meantime, I say we get what we need from these people and get the hell out of this particular location until things have quieted down a bit.
Well, I would also say if I can go in alone.
How exactly do you propose to get the data?
I manage.
I don't think anyone should go in alone at this point because that's how people get injured and then they die. Like.
Right, is this it?
Something
Do you
to
guys
think about. If you guys spent the longer you wait to use these disguises, the more suspicious those disguises will be.
Yep.
So let's just do this. I will drive the car.
are we still doing this? I mean, if this is the end of MMFEC,
It's not.
If we're not able to rally together and do this job, which honestly, for 5,000 new yen, I don't know that it's necessarily worth all this trouble.
It's worth the trouble.
I don't see
It
why
wasn't
the
trouble
mission,
before we got into the alley.
I don't see why the mission is off at all. It's still on exactly as planned.
No, I signed up for this. I'm completing it. I am just questioning my involvement in this situation once we get done. So let's get it done.
So, strip the one that's still alive down,
Okay.
and I'll levitate her back onto the top of that building over there, so that she can wake up somewhere
Great.
that's out of the way.
We should probably heal her first.
She didn't take any physical damage. She's just knocked out. So
Okay. I will be in the Crom. Join me in the van.
All
Van.
right. Mordecai, would you mind healing me?
sure. I touch Cromwell's shoulder. How badly hurt are you?
His neck, the side of his neck's ripped open.
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah.
So not, but he's pretty big. So 3 blocks.
All right. So you heal all of that.
Nice. Throw some of the scar tissue away.
The mana just surges through me and leaks out through my hand over to where the scar is, and it just mends itself.
Alright. So you guys are gonna take one of the disguises, or
Both.
you're gonna hold on to the dead lady?
Well, I mean,
should-
we can't use the clothes that are bloody, right? So we
Yeah, probably not.
just.
You could probably
I-
salvage or throw something together.
I
that
don't know a laundry spell, so
Great.
Yeah.
Can we? I don't. Fang just moves the body that's on the ground to the wall and leans them against the wall.
I mean, there's
We-
probably like a
we
trash
sh-
can you could throw it in.
I don't want to do that. And like, I'm not.
we shouldn't leave the body there. If they find it, then they're going to know that there's
People
a
don't belong
duplicate.
in the trash.
I'm not saying put it in the trash. Let's just
So
keep her in the van
while
until
you
we can
guys
dispose of it.
work on disposal, I think
Okay.
we should head in.
Great.
All right. So Elsie and Mainframe, go ahead and roll me a disguise, and then add 4 to that 4 dice to your roll.
Is that a charisma or a what is
think
the
it's
default
intuition.
to that? Intuition?
Can I take your skills? Disguise is an intuition-based skill.
And you said add 4 to whatever.
Add
that
4
is.
dice. So roll 4 more dice for your ability. 5.
I am going to add some chat room dice. I'm going to add 4 chat room dice to make this more effective. 3 hits.
Okay. All right. So you guys kind of, how are you going to approach? What's your sort of plan of approach to? There's still this group. They'll probably be there for another 10 minutes or so, like trying to wake their friends up who are unconscious. So Mainframe and Elsie, what's your guys' approach to the alleyway? Or to the group or to the bar? Whichever
I
you
think
would like.
I'd like to kind of run out of the alley, like looking behind me, like.
And we should be together because we were together. Yeah.
Holding hands.
Holding hands.
Well, no, I don't want to hold hands at this point. Like, I want to appear startled and scared, like I just saw like this troll, and I was like.
Do we know their names?
Do they have identification on them?
Not like people don't really.
Can I check their comm links? Great.
Yeah.
How do I do that?
Give me a computer and logic. Just roll me a computer die.
7 hits.
All right, so you managed to pull kind of, you dig through their comm links, you manage it pretty quickly, and you pull Clara and Joan. Clara and Joan.
Who's who?
Yeah. They're separate comm links.
Okay.
Which one is the one that is dead?
Joan.
Thank you.
Okay.
Alas, poor Joan.
Yeah, so I want to appear startled. I'm like coming out of the alley, and I want to just approach the group of troll killers that is kind of feeling about like with the unconscious bodies.
All right, give me your performance. How scared you guys look.
Okay.
And I'm gonna run 2 chat room down.
Okay. Feel free to inspire me if you like.
You need a little bit of a pep talk.
All right, I got 3.
Who's Joan?
Joan, Clara.
Clara.
So Elsie's a lot more convincing in her like, oh my god. What do you like? Give me your performance.
There was a troll. There was a troll.
And you just like crumple and sob.
Yeah, like just seeing a dirty troll would be the worst thing.
Mainframe is a lot more stone-faced. Like you're like trying to squeeze out a fear tear, and you're like, should I be crying or am I just
like
angry?
put a hand on her shoulder as she crumples to the ground.
Yeah.
And then I hug her and I say, we have to leave Laurelhurst.
The neighborhood's gone to shit.
I don't know about you, but I need a drink.
One of the troll killers will kind of come over and they'll be like, "Oh, did you see what happened? Like, we heard a bang and there were some people outside.
I heard a bang and I didn't see. We were trying to figure out. We were having we were just gonna, come to the tavern tonight.
And like one of them's gonna come over and like she's gonna hug you. She's like, Clara, I'm so sorry. Are you okay? They're so unconscious. Like, oh my god.
And I do the thing
Are
with
you
her.
here for
I'm like,
the meeting?
oh, you. And that kind of like, oh, honey.
Can I scan some of these comm links for names?
Yeah. Go ahead and give me another computer and logic.
3 hits this time.
You were able to get the name of the person hugging Janine, Sarah.
I just text her, Sarah.
Sarah, did you see any of what happened?
Just came outside and they were on the ground and I heard this troll running away and saying something about some gang. Maybe it's the Merlins are at it again.
And I just like,
or was the Halloweeners or something? They're so terrible. They disrupted our meeting.
Is that an actual game?
Yeah, both of those are actually gays. The Halloweeners literally just run around and like scare people like aggressively. They're
I like them.
That's
And
their
they deal
thing.
drugs and kill people.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. They're not as bad as like the dismemberers who actually literally are body snatchers. They just like take people's body parts.
Mainframe does not trust in her ability to act, so she just sends a text message to Elsie and says, "Meeting?" Question mark.
So is Letta around? Did she see what happened?
Well, she stayed inside with a few others because like they're getting ready for the meeting, you know? That's where we all were, and we said we'd come outside after the noise and see what was going on, and it was just terrible. Trolls are the worst.
Oh my god, they're the worst.
They are the worst.
Oh, I hope
I know, right? That was totally believable.
I hope all their babies and old people just like shrivel and die.
I would totally have killed him if he was here, but I was inside.
I was too confused. I mean, if I had not been so confused, I totally would have killed him.
Don't be too confused, too convincing.
There's now tension in the van. Like,
yeah. It's
Faye's
like
just like in the
palpable.
driver's seat, just like clicking on the wheel. Turns on the radio.
Am I back with the unconscious
You were in the back with the dead one.
and the unconscious one?
No, she was
No,
up to
I
the-
levitated the unconscious
Yeah, the
one.
unconscious one is now on the roof. The dead one is in the back of your van. I know we'll come back to what you guys do with the dead one after we. I mean,
Yeah,
I want to
that's
resolve
great.
this whole.
And I say, Boo, we better get inside and get to before the meeting starts.
I thought you'd never ask.
And Sarah's gonna be like, okay, well, I'm just gonna make sure everything out here is okay, and tell Letta what's going on. She always wanted to know.
Okay.
Ditziest troll killer.
Aren't they all?
Racism doesn't know bounds. You can be ditzy and horrible.
Yep.
So you guys kind of make your way down the rest of the block. They're sort of like start dragging some people in, and you definitely get the impression that like their moment of unconsciousness, like they may start waking up. You probably have maybe 15 minutes to 30 minutes before the first of them starts waking up because they were all stunned. No one was actually. I don't think anyone took any physical
But they
damage.
may have seen somebody die.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Dead bodies or some unconscious bodies. So yeah.
So great. So the watches. I go in. I go up to the bar. I get myself a beer, and set up, kind of in a dark corner if I can find myself just like a space that's fairly innocuous. We give like honey, I just need a second to calm down. If you can go talk to Letta.
Yeah.
And then I start searching for Letta's comm link.
Give me a matrix search, matrix perception. What do you do?
I kind of scan the bar and I see I want to pick Letta out.
So you notice that like the actual main area of the bar is pretty empty. And there is a door kind of leading to a back room, and you see like a couple of people go in and out of that, which may be where the meeting would be.
Yeah.
Troll like even terrible people probably don't have their meetings out in the open. Okay, Matrix 3. It's kind of hard to pick out exactly which one might be Letta. You kind of see some more robust comm links, like the people you were picking off earlier had just like really cruddy, like
Burners.
rating 1 or 2 burner comm links. There's definitely some more robust ones. You're like, you'd have to start digging into like stuff. There's at least 3 to pick from.
Is there a bathroom?
There is a bathroom.
Great. I put a coaster over my beer and go to the bathroom.
Excellent. Conveniently for you, this one has a single stalled bathroom.
Wonderful.
I know. They're super, like, they're gender neutral. Like, it's really weird how progressive they are on certain things and how terrible they are on others.
Yep. Just like human beings.
So I'm gonna drop into Hot Sim VR to make things go faster. I'm gonna run silently in case I forget to mention, and I'm just going to keep Matrix perceiving until I can find Letta's comm link.
Okay. So give me an extended test roll 3 times. Elsie, what do you do?
I go in the back door and join the meeting.
So right now it looks kind of like there's kind of shambles. People are milling about, like talking, but you see. Give me a perception, actually. See what you notice about your room. Not much. 1. There's like half a dozen people in there, and some are sitting and some are standing, and there are people talking. Okay. Woo. If you'd like to make that an extended test, you can say you stand there for like a couple of minutes, sipping on your drink. Roll me another two times, take a die off each time.
12 hits.
I need to do that again. That's one.
So you kind of narrow it down to there are two choices of comlink that you think it probably is. You're likely, like, you could dig through both of them. Like, they have the highest rating. They're definitely the most well-protected ones. You could definitely dig through both of them, or if you could get a more precise, like, one, they're both in that back sort of room area. So if you get a more precise reading,
I see both comlinks. I am going to go ahead and use fork to attempt to mark both devices.
Okay.
And I'm running silently.
Yeah, 5. So you eventually figure out that there's like people sitting, kind of like talking to themselves, and then there's like one person in near the front standing, where there's like another 2 individuals like talking to them, and they kind of the woman, she has like this air about her that's like very clearly like directing people, like, you go do this, and like listening, and there's this sense that that's kind of where information is coming in and out of.
Okay. I assume that's probably Letta, but I wouldn't know because I was so confused looking. So I go up to her. I approach her. And I just say, "Hey, Sarah thought I should touch base with you about what happened outside."
Oh, Sarah, thank you. I did tell her to go out there. Sorry. Remind me of your name again. I don't.
Clara.
Clara, yes. It's your girlfriend, right? You came last time. It's good to see you back here. Always nice to have another member.
They're so congenial.
It's so nice being murderer.
Makes me want to be a troll killer.
Yeah, I bet they have the great lemonade.
I like I like that dichotomy, they on the surface aren't as terrible as you might think.
Unless you're a troll.
Yeah, exactly. You're human.
Everything's fine. Because I'm human.
Yeah, because you're human. And you're sweet and innocent looking. So, tell me, fill me in, what happened outside? We heard this explosion.
We were on our way here, and we heard this bang, and this troll ran by me, and then unfortunately, I didn't see much more than that, but, Sarah thought I should tell you, we were
Do you have a description of the troll?
Yeah, I think so. He was very troll-like.
I'm gonna put you into one of our seminars that'll help you with your identification. It's really important that we're able to recognize people because we want to target more accurately. And you're new, that's okay, I understand.
They look the same to me.
That happens.
sorry.
It's difficult. They're terrifying and hideous. They're awful creatures and shouldn't exist, and that's why we're taking care of them.
Yeah, I should have done better.
She's gonna kind of like pat you on the shoulder. You will. Do you say anything else to her?
I just think, like, I know, I mean, I'm not, like, I haven't been here as long as some people, but I just think that, maybe we should be proactive. Like, I would really support us being proactive. I'm not really sure what we're doing, but
we're actually, we'll talk about that.
I'm feeling very reactive.
I understand. Why don't you go take a seat, get yourself a drink, check in with your girlfriend, and we'll be getting started here as soon as we can. And it's kind of as soon as you leave, she'll turn to the person next to her and be like, "Put together a search party. I want to make sure that monster isn't still here." And you see like a couple of people peel off.
So I am, and I want to set the stage. The Wolf Bay Tavern's matrix space has like 3 wolves howling, 3 moons. It's very airbrush van sort of territory.
Oh, for sure. No sharks though, but yeah.
But I got 3 hits on my first attempt to mark and 4 hits on my second attempt to mark.
Both of your attempts actually succeed.
Really?
So you have
All right, 2 marks on both devices. Great. I didn't.
You're
forgot
able
about
to get
technomancers.
from Elsie, if you kind of transfer some information to her, you're able to narrow it down to which one is actually the comlink for.
And I'm sorry, I didn't finish what I was going to do.
Oh, yeah.
So I actually, when I catch her say that, I communicate that to the rest of MFEC to say, like, they're sending out a search party. You might want to move the van and get yourselves hid.
And I used 5 chat dice in that process.
Oh, I'll put those back for you.
Thank you. So great. So now I know which one is Letta's. Yes. I would like to. I assume she's gone to the effort of encrypting her data.
Well, you've marked it, yeah. So have a search through, and when you take a look through it, you kind of see through. There's like several chunks of encrypted data. Like it's relatively well encrypted.
All right. I'd like to. Now, if I want to check to make sure there's no data bombs, is that a matrix perception or is that just disarm data bomb?
You can do a perception first.
Great. Sorry. 2 hits.
You do notice that one of them, the most well encrypted file, does have a data bomb on it.
I would like to disarm the data bomb, please.
Seems fair.
Still running silent. 5 hits.
Alright. You do not succeed in disarming the data bomb.
Well, that's a bummer.
Yep.
We'll just do that again then. Running silent.
Take 1 die off your roll.
Okay.
For your second attempt. You didn't trigger it though.
I guess.
Oh.
Okay.
Good day.
I'm gonna borrow this for a second.
They don't get burned.
I'm going to use my 4 chat room dice to help with the data bomb. Oh my god, they all came up. That was great. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits.
That time you succeed. You
Data bomb
your
is no
last
more,
4, right?
Yes.
Alright, go ahead and try and decrypt the file.
Great.
You're kind of like there was like this. It's like it's like a safe with one of those like TNT bombs on it, with like a ticking, and you're like red wire.
Great. Everybody, I don't even think she's seen a safe in her lifetime, but
Probably
people
not.
still use that.
So it's like that
very-
save file icon. They're probably still using it in the 6th world, and no one knows
Oh,
that it's a
yeah.
floppy disk.
No.
Great. So. 3 hits.
Nope.
Actually, and I'm. Well, I don't need to do that just yet. Okay, well, we will go again. That was much better. That was 6 hits.
That'll do. So you kind of like you're like working through the safe now. Yeah. You get the numbers, you pull it open, and like inside there's just kind of like stacks of paper. So you can either try and sort through them now, or you can attempt to copy them and take them and sort them later.
I would. Time. What is my perception of time?
It's probably been about 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Okay, I imagine somebody's going to need to use the the bathroom at some point, so I'm going to go ahead and try and copy the file. And I've rearranged. I'm going to rearrange my attribute array so that data processing 8, so I don't need to worry about limits or anything like that.
Once you've done that, I'm going to come back to the van.
Okay. And that's edit file, yeah?
Yes.
I got 4 hits.
All right. That'll actually do it. You managed to get a copy of all of the files in that particular segment. You don't really know what those files are, but you have a copy of them.
Excellent.
We shall return to the van.
So after, I'm sorry. May I begin? I just wanted to like.
Thou mayst.
Yeah, I heard you start, and I was like, no. As soon as we hear that Elsie gives us our warning, I'm gonna start the car, and I'm assuming it's an old school, so there's a button.
It's my van,
It's
so
your
it's not
van.
old school.
So it's actually like a good van.
Oh, good. I'm
You
just
don't have to figure out how to drive stick shift.
no.
Wait, do you know
Yeah, I
how
do.
to drive?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
It's not Van
Thank God.
Helsher's.
It's also not Mordecai.
And I got 2 hits.
Cromwell looks
and
a
I'm
little
not,
worried.
I'm not trying to do anything fancy. I'm literally
trying to start the car.
Well, I'm just trying to take it around the block. Like, all I want to do, I want to follow all the laws of the road. I want to use turn signals. I want to do all that. Yeah, it's fine. I'm confident in my driving.
You can literally put it on like autopilot,
I know.
like on
Let's
the
put
grid.
it on autopilot
Oh.
so we can deal with his body.
So I'm gonna flick that then.
Okay.
I'm seeing there's a toggle on.
Autopilot engaged. Driving on the grid. Please input location destination.
And I fly my drone and land it quietly on the back window.
Let's get let's go get a salad. A soy salad.
There's a soy cafe just
Yeah.
up
A
3 or
soy
4
bar?
blocks from here.
A Croup bar.
Croup bar. They go to Croup bar.
Yeah.
Look, this technology
Sorry,
is
Cooper.
not so much my thing, but is there any chance that they can trace our location back to her comlink? Is that something we should maybe consider?
It's still on.
Yeah, but
Although I'm pretty sure when you're dead, your comm link turns off.
They took the comlink off. Did you guys leave it in the van or take it?
I would have turned it off.
Yeah,
she's smart enough to turn it
I
on.
would have left once I got the names, but like, they do not need that right now.
Yeah.
I did not brick it. I just turned it off.
Yeah.
Do we need to get rid of this body, or do we just keep it in the air until
We
the
are not-
mission's done?
I mean, I think we should get rid of it.
I'm gonna pretend to drive so I just don't have to look back.
I feel like this isn't the first person you guys have killed, but this is the first body that you've had to take care of.
Like,
Why not leave the body till after the mission?
because I don't want to have a dead body in the van. It's not even my van, in Mainframe's van. If you couldn't tell, she's a little bit upset with you, and so am I.
Who is the other eye?
Me. I'm upset with you.
So, you don't want to get rid? You want
No,
to get rid
I
of
want to get rid of the body to make Mainframe feel better because you can't make me feel better because you ruined. Keep it until after the mission.
What? Fang, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Why do you have to report in to that human about your whereabouts?
Because I'm on parole. And that's what people do when they're following the laws.
So the laws that humans made, because you didn't do what the humans wanted at some point, now you have to check in to make sure
It's
that
not
humans are
just a
happy.
human thing.
Oh,
It's
really?
an everyone thing. Yeah. Before you get on your high horse, I used to be a cop. I used to be a meta-human cop, and yeah, it was tough. It was good though.
Lone
we
Star
did good
or
things.
Knight Errant?
Lone Star. And there was,
when the cops were looking the other way, when the troll killers was killing everyone,
I was a little bit young.
right? I'm not blaming you.
Okay.
I'm just saying, what did you do then? Did you just look the other way?
I was a teenager.
Right, and now you're older.
Look,
you have a chance to take part in this war.
No, Cromwell, look, I sympathize, all right? I've been at the receiving end of a lot of prejudice on account of being a metahuman myself.
We're all
But
metahumans in the
Mainframe 3 has a point, okay? We're not here to fight a war. We're here to do a job. And we need to focus on that job. Do you disagree with that?
I don't at all. I'm bringing up a point, which is this. I didn't kill this woman on purpose. It was an accident. You've killed people yourself on
Yes.
accident on missions I've been with you. People who are far less guilty than this woman. Those guards and
Well,
that
but you
clinic.
don't actually know what she's guilty of, other than having opinions that you don't like.
This tattoo on her arm, it says troll killer.
It doesn't mean she's literally killed anyone ever.
She joined an organization what kills trolls.
She joined an organization that doesn't tell us anything about her actual history and,
And
what
I
she's
didn't
guilty
kill her
of.
on purpose.
Maybe she was pressured to join. We all come from backgrounds where we don't necessarily get a lot of say in how we're raised or what our options are.
The question I'm trying to wrap my brain around is this. Do we put our weapons away
No.
and go in with non-lethal things and just do no harm whatsoever, or do we take risks?
Well, you're the one who brought up there being a war, and my feeling is if you want to fight a war, that's fine, But MMFEC is here to do a job, not fight a war.
Well, I'm saying the war's going on, whether I, or you, or any of us wants it or not. And we better be prepared to be caught in the middle of it when we work for people like the Draco Foundation.
Well, I don't get caught in the middle. I run. That's what I do.
Well, I'm big and large, and I have a big target on me because I'm a troll. I can't run.
I've seen you run. You're fast.
Everywhere I run is just another war.
I think we're just avoiding. You're giving me reasons of why you should do this, which sound a lot like excuses.
I'm trying to tie up time so we don't have to get rid of this body because it's going to be very suspicious if we leave a body somewhere versus leave it in the van while Elsie and Mainframe are trying to get their job done.
I just wish you would say sorry once.
What do you want me
It's not about the death,
Thank God I will say I'm sorry, but what do you want sorry for? For accidentally killing her?
No! It's way back there. It's just... I can't blame you for making mistakes.
For messing up in the police station?
Yes! For messing up in the police station, for saying terrible things about the one person who thinks I'm not guilty.
I'm pretty sure Sharky, attorney at law, did smooth over.
Hold on.
No! Oh my god, I almost forgot about that! There was a shark in the courtroom, now I get it! That was Sharky!
Fang, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Okay, I didn't mean to get in the middle of that. It gets complicated and I don't even understand what's going on there. And I messed up, alright? I got angry because there was a troll killer right in front of me. And I apologize. I didn't know that you cared about this guy so much, and even if he is a little piggy, I'm sure he's a good guy who's trying to do his job and not cause any other problems. And if I mess that up, then I apologize. And if there's anything I can do to smooth things over, I'd do it.
It's just, I was really excited for you to meet him, and now you probably won't get to hang out a lot, which just...
I look over at Sharky and I say, I thought you said things went well. And he shrugs his fins at me.
I think we're just gonna drive around because we literally don't know where to put the bodies, so I think we're done with our van scene.
So you guys kind of
I walk out
several times.
and I walk out of the bathroom and I uncover my beer and I walk over to Elsie, and she's Clara, right?
Yeah.
Clara, honey, I'm feeling a lot better, thanks.
Oh, good.
I don't say that accent though. I keep it very neutral, like Clara, honey, I'm feeling better, thanks.
Oh, yeah. Did you...
Okay, fine. They were like 5 words, but fine. Glitch.
But you glitch?
You come out with the accent and like someone is...
Don't talk sexy to me here.
And I look over at the woman and like,
Later at home.
Performance?
watch me roll on my dice.
I like to still think the comms are all on, and I'm just like,
If you better hope they're not, because otherwise we heard all of that.
I think you might have. I didn't turn them off, so.
Oh yeah.
But we'll just
9?
She winks back at you. She's like, yeah, I get it.
Should have been a
Kind of
seduction.
walks away.
Yeah.
Like,
Just like,
whoop, what?
You could have been a third party to this.
This troll factor.
Lady killer.
The troll factor.
Is it Jera or Clone?
Clone. All right.
And
so,
I send her a little message. I'm like, package acquired.
Okay. I just like I pet her hair and I'm like, do you wanna just go home? It's been a rough night.
I'm not gonna say anything else because it's not going well. So I just know I do sad puppy eyes.
Oh, okay. You know what? No, it's I get that. You know what? Let's go write a blog post about how much we hate trolls, okay?
Blogs are dumb.
vlogs. They're vlogs now.
Vlogs.
So yeah.
I guess they're like OGs, like augmented reality blogs. ARGs.
Cromwell, where did you say you found that Elsie? She's an odd one.
Oh, I work for our family.
Huh.
She's
Right.
not that odd. I mean, not odder than any of the other little piggies.
Can I roll to see if he's lying?
Sure. Intuition.
Oh, crap.
I guess
I mean, you
judge
get 4 because
intention.
you're not. I was gonna do judge intention.
It's
okay.
judge intention.
Thank you.
Yeah.
3.
He's being honest.
All right, so Elsie and Mainframe make like kind of they saunter
We're, like,
out.
yeah, we've got our
arm
hand
in arm.
holding.
Yeah, you're looking super cutesy. Elsie might be carrying the performance like a little bit.
Well,
but,
I
like,
can seduce, right? I can roll.
Yeah. No, now you're in your element. You're like,
yeah.
I'll seduce Elsie.
I got 4. I just got 3 hits on seducing. Not her, but like seducing everyone around me.
Seducing the room.
Seducing
Crowd
you.
work.
No, seducing the room with her
Seducing
eyes.
the room, like making it look like I care about her. That's what seducing is.
Yeah.
I was about to say, she's rolling that. Is she rolling that? Are you rolling that on me?
No, it's
Player.
So after some awkward seduction, you guys make your way out of the bar. You kind of, I assume, maybe go the opposite direction of the people. They're like starting to bring in some more of the like unconscious people and like propping them
Do
up
I
inside.
see Sarah as we're leaving?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. I just say we're gonna head out. We're not feeling so good.
Oh, I'm so sorry, honey. Just like come in and give you
I
like a
hug
big
her
hug.
and I'm like, you're a really nice person.
You're great too. You're great. I'll see you next month at the meeting. I really look forward to reading your vlog. All right. So you guys.
I want to roll to see if I do a cool skid stop in front of them.
Where are you? Where do you guys
Do
coordinate?
not
a
pick us
meeting
up in front of the bar.
location?
Do not.
Where do they want to?
We will walk quietly a block and a half away and turn a corner.
And I want to skid stop there.
No, we can take the Harley and meet them.
Okay, let's do
Too
that.
late.
Hop on the back of my Harley.
6.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you eventually coordinate a meeting location that's, let's say, reasonably far away from this bar crawling with angry troll hunters. And Fang pulls a
I want to do one of those half-turn
Is
squealies.
that your pilot groundcraft
Yeah.
and agility? Okay.
I got a
You just
6.
have a lot of agility. That's the
A lot
only
of
reason
agility.
you can do this.
It's reaction based, yeah.
A reaction. You have a pretty, it's a relatively pointless.
Can I
but
do
you
a Seattle drift?
Yes.
This
you,
is like a giant tank van.
you drift the tank.
It's like takes the pavement with it.
Yeah.
Super
But in
chill.
a good way because she rolled well. Let's not
Yeah,
turn it
yeah,
into an
yeah.
accident. She did it well, and
It's okay. Mordecai wasn't doing it. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys have converged. You are back all in the same location.
so I just wordlessly get back into the van and do my analysis of the data.
Matrix perception, add your clue finding dice.
So
5 hits.
So why don't you?
On page 2.
yay! We're on page 2. Not page
So why don't I call my guy?
Your guy?
Guy.
Yeah.
Your boyfriend?
No.
My guy. My fence.
Why do we need a fence?
Because we have something to get rid of.
Oh,
I think
what?
you're a fixer, not a fence.
We're gonna sell it to a person?
No, I'm saying
Somebody's.
like Jacob is solid. He'll tell us what to do with it.
Careful.
We could also just dump it.
No one deserves to be dumped.
What,
So what do I find
How
in-
do we honorably bury
So as they are discussing the burial rights of members of racist meta-ist gangs, Mainframe is digging through the information, and you pull through and you start piecing together some of these threads, and you're looking through. What you end up doing is you realizing like dates are really useful, and so you pull together like some information kind of just preceding the week before and the week after the actual event, and you trace back a number of payments that came through to an individual called Elias Himura.
Elias, and how do I spell that last name?
Himura.
That's Elias Himura.
So you trace back a number of payments that seem to be coming from an Elias Himura's account. And that seems to match up with a couple of like EH and stuff at the end of like all of the messages. If you didn't know what had happened, all of the messages would be relatively like cryptic, like event, like payment, like all relatively generic terms. They don't really specify anything directly, like thank you for your services, payment enclosed or whatever, you know, like,
Invoice.
yeah, exactly. So
Very
it's like,
generic.
it's relatively, and like, she seems to be fronting as like some sort of other organization or whatever.
And what is that other? Like, is there anything else useful in there as far as like the other organization she's pretending to be?
Yeah, it's like a florist sort of, you know, it's not like it's another business, but it's not like, it seems to be a burner, kind of non-important.
Okay. Can I run matrix search on this Elias person, see if anything comes up? 5 hits.
So you managed to pull up some information. As far as you can tell, he is the head of the construction and inspections department for the Seattle Metroplex government.
Construction.
Probably one of Brackhaven's contacts. Be nice to prove that.
All right, so I that seems like enough for now. So I've got this information. I share it with the group. Elias Hamura, head of Seattle construction sort of department. Looks like it's around our dates. Hopefully this will be enough for Miss J so they can, I'm sure they'll probably send us after him, but
Yeah.
we should probably report back to her with what we've got.
How about a burial at sea for the body?
That's acceptable. A burial is acceptable.
Great. We're all in agreement.
Can we levitate her over the water and drop her in?
Sure.
Mainframe.
That's-
I know it's delaying, but
You guys do what you gotta do.
Head to the sound and slowly.
While the
Under
body-
cover of darkness, perhaps?
it is dark. We went to a bar. Bars aren't open at daytime.
Okay. Sure.
That logic is irrefutable.
Yeah, I can't argue with it. Claudia says it must be true.
Yeah.
So while they're dumping the body, I will send a message to Miss J and just let her know what we found out.
Do you like sing taps or something while
Just
you're
to be safe, Sharky is going to like brew up a bit of a misty storm to like shroud us a bit from.
I really just like to imagine that.
There's like
that
kids on the beach. Like,
you drop the body and then just like Sharky just leaps out of the water and eats it.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
That's-
No, thank you. I feel like even if people are terrible, everyone deserves a moment of silence.
That's a moment. All right.
All right,
We're
moving
good.
on. It's over.
They
The
say
pitter-patter
that if
of
you do
rain.
terrible things in life, you reincarnate as a salmon. And if you get eaten by a bear in that next life, you have a chance of redemption. So maybe she'll become a salmon and be eaten by a bear and be born to a new life where
That's-
she doesn't hate trolls.
Yeah.
That's a really convoluted process to go through.
Bear gods versus shark gods.
So,
Whatever.
All right.
Bear gods.
So you send off the information to Miss J. She'll get back to you pretty quickly. Thank you. In fact, this looks like very valuable information. It would seem unlikely, however, that this individual, Elias Hamura, is the only person behind it. If you are interested in some additional payment of another 5,000 new yen, I would like you to find out specifically who Elias is connected to. I have some suspicions that it may be Brackenhaven or perhaps the Humanist Poly Club, but we would need some sort of evidence to prove that.
Tell you what, I think we're gonna be happy enough taking this job. I'm not even going to negotiate you up.
And everybody gets a point of edge. Donations.
Point of edge.
Good timing. Good timing.
Very good timing.
It's like they knew we're getting into page 2, where all of this stuff happens.
is page 2 the murder page?
Page 1
Page
was
one
the
was.
murder.
It had a lot of murder on it too, so you only can imagine what page 2 has in store.
Dark side.
So much murder.
It's just literally the word murder scrawled in my notes. Infect dies.
Oh, okay. Eventually
That's
of
every
old
page.
age.
Yeah, no, it's just every page. It's just.
Well,
I have
while,
2 notes.
while
Anyway.
he's going on about salmon, I just run matrix search on this Elias general, like a more in depth, to try to figure out if I can find any crumb of where this person might be. I am motivated to finish with this nonsense.
So I assume you guys just without like takes the second half of the job.
Do we physically meet with Miss J?
No, not for this one. She'll just respond via electronic communication unless you wanted.
I do want to have a private conversation with her at some point. We don't have to do it right now. Let's
Go to ask her out on a date.
Or throw a flashbang.
You can message her separately for a private conversation. I got a lot more dice, guys. That just I wonder where they were. Yeah, dramatically.
You're gonna need them.
7 hits.
7 hits. All right, so you kind of trace back, get a little bit more information. You know that he's part of the construction and inspections department. That he works at Metroplex downtown, kind of the standard 9 to 5 day job sort of hours. Although it's the 6th world, so that actually means like 12-hour days sometimes. And but yeah, so he works downtown at the Metroplex office. That would probably be your best bet, contacting someone through there to find out like more precisely what his schedule is or where he lives personally. That information is definitely not just floating about on the Matrix.
Well, it sounds like we need to schedule an inspection.
What does that mean?
It means we need to go down to the office where he works and make contact with him or someone in his office to find out more information.
Oh.
Wait, you want to actually go meet him?
Well, I don't. It's the same thing we normally do, right? We go to the office, we try to get close, we find information.
I've noticed that we're bad at that part.
We're bad when all of us go.
Okay. Do you want to be like? How do we? I just would like us to create a plan.
Plans don't seem to be helpful very much, but I appreciate where you're coming from. It's, does anyone have any contacts they believe would have a closer lead to Elias than what we could get by going to the inspections office? You seem very excited.
I have an idea. What if we pretend like Fang is like adamantly like tapping on the like side of the car door because it's very rare that she has plans. What? You know who has a bar that we know? The rabbit place. The rabbit. We can pretend to be adding an addition to that and make an appointment and be all like have a cover story.
We can buy a new door for all.
Yeah!
What if he can't pass the inspection though?
No, we're saying we're gonna go in there to set up that thing. We're not like luring him out there to kidnap him.
Construction permit, not inspection.
Yeah! So let's go get a permit. And then it's like, surprise.
Just walk in there and be like, I need to get a permit. You don't have to.
No, I think
Throw
it's a
Oz
good cover,
under-
but I think we still have to go to him. But we can get a permit for realsies, and like, I mean,
We could do this real. We don't even need guns.
There is no way that getting a permit for the Rapid Rabbit Tavern is going to backfire on Oz at all.
I do not want. I agree with you that we should go get a permit. I don't think it should be for a place that we care about. We don't want to. You've seen what happens when we get involved with things.
What
Do
about-
we really want to drag
I would
Oz
like
through
to
the mud?
I would like to just go in.
Yeah, I would like to just go in. That's kind of what I was proposing. It's fine. We'll go in.
What?
I was just gonna suggest you could get something for that troll killer bar that you were just at.
But if Elias pays them, that would raise his suspicions.
All right.
Who-
Do we have a location of where his office is?
I assume I can get it standard.
It's in the Metroplex Hall downtown.
I've got an address
City
for the
Hall.
office.
My plan is fine.
It was a good plan. I don't think Oz would have been appreciative, but it was a good plan.
We don't have consent for a door.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, you'd have to go wake Oz up and smell, you'd be mad.
Oh, because it's nighttime.
Yeah, it's nighttime, because bars aren't open in the daytime.
Sure.
All
Fun
right.
fact though, City Hall closed at night.
Oh.
Yeah. Great. That works. So I assume you guys are waiting until daytime to go to City Hall and not breaking into the building at night.
Are you asking to have a sleepover?
We haven't had an MFEC sleepover in a really long time.
That's true. Fine. Yeah, that's great. Yes, let's have a sleepover.
Well, this is gonna be a ton of fun. I can.
Yeah, this is.
We can clean the blood out of the van while we're at it.
Oh,
You got blood on the van?
Well, we did drag a dead body
What
in
is
it.
the
It was
point of having a van if you can't do things you need to do with it?
Is it a work van or is it a pleasure van? I should not have said that.
It's a mainframe van, is what it is, and we weren't
There's
supposed
no
to kill
work
people.
or pleasure in it.
There's probably been a pleasure in it.
What?
What?
Roll to dig myself out of the hole.
Tell me.
Roll.
Look at me.
Negotiations.
What do you mean?
Roll 1 die. This
I don't
is a
get one dice with negotiation.
Let me get it. What? You're not looking at me.
now you're looking at me, and I'm just as curious.
Fang.
Fang, you can do a composure test, which
Let's do
I
that.
think is your,
1 composure.
you don't have a lot of composure.
Post.
Fang's like, I didn't say anything.
I didn't know.
My mouth moved, but no
What's
sound
that?
came out.
We'll talk about
Sleepover time.
Yeah.
Look,
Fine.
So rather than all going back to their own separate homes, everyone piles into Mainframe's apartment.
And I take a moment to check in with Cromwell. And say, Crommy, how are you feeling? Are you okay?
I'm okay. I'm used to things like this. I don't think the group's okay with it, but I'm used to that as well. I mean, Mainframes never really liked me, which I understand. I'm a troll. I do things in a very violent and physical way, and not everyone's comfortable with it. Most of the things in life I'm good at tend to get messy.
Yeah.
Except for being a butler, which is why I like butling. But there hasn't been much work for butlers lately. Mostly work for people who know how to throw a fist.
Well, if you ever need to talk about the troll killer stuff, we can talk about it.
I don't like them, and someone's been giving them weapons, and that someone's probably Brackhaven, the governor of this place we live. I mean, Boston was bad, but as long as Brackhaven's in charge, metahumans like me barely have a chance to survive.
What's the difference between somebody controlling a city with politics and somebody controlling a city with nanites and, mafia?
Someone's always going to control it. It's just a question of whoever that person in charge. Are they working against some and for others? And who are those people and why? And when the reason's the way you was born, I can't support it. So I'll keep punching my ways until I either end up dead or in a place that's a little more fair. But you don't have to live in that world. You're human. You can pass as far as you want. You don't have to deal with it, and I'm glad for that. Honestly, I'm glad that Mainframe can get away with it when she wants and pass for a human. It makes for a nicer world.
You know how it is. I can pass on the outside, but I can't pass on the inside. I haven't had a normal human existence, Cromwell, and I'm sure is not going to choose one now that I've got a choice.
Well, you weren't born to a very nice family, but that doesn't decide who you are.
Well, as long as I can make a difference here, I'll make
You
a
guys
difference.
don't hear any of this, to be clear.
I wouldn't want to hear.
But I'm not choosing to be with the little piggies just because I look like one of them.
I know your heart's in the right place. I think this whole group's heart in the right place. We just do what we has to do, right? Keep on fighting.
Yeah.
Look, I gotta be honest with you guys. I think this is it for me.
No.
This is not a match. I am taken for granted, and I want a group that's willing to be subtle. I never wanted to be noticed in the first place, and I was willing to be noticed by Draco because at least they're fighting for something. But if we're just gonna throw flashbangs every 5 seconds, I cannot participate in that. It is not safe for you or for me.
you think we take you for granted?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. If something goes well, then
Interesting.
then it's all Cromwell did a good job breaking down doors. But if I take down a technomancer, and it's like, well, let's all go home. Then nobody wants to ride rides except for maybe Fang. It's
I got on a ride for you when I have not been on an amusement park ride since I was a tiny little dwarf, even tinier than this, but that's okay. I guess I take you for granted too. How are you holding up, Fang?
I'm good. I'm sad. Because
You want me to rub your belly?
no. This is not a time for belly rubs.
Okay, I'm still learning.
No, it's okay. It's I don't need belly rubs. I feel like you need belly rubs. But you don't want belly rubs. Do you want belly rubs?
I've never tried. Is happening? that was not a belly. No,
I got a little high.
That was not a belly.
I appreciate the sentiment.
I'm gonna go make popcorn.
Popcorn!
Is that what you come in
Look,
the
I'm
room?
sorry if I upset you, Mordecai. I didn't. You seemed so upset. I didn't think you were riding the ride for me. I thought you were just doing it to shut us up.
Yeah, that's why I do most things. I'll retire to the broom closet now.
So time passes, evening dawns, there's popcorn, there's just awkwardness.
No!
And there's a lot of Elsie trying to
Tell me what you're.
and eventually morning arrives, and you make your way downtown.
They got no
I'm
sleep.
talking.
We literally got no sleep. It was just.
You make your way. We're gonna just cinematic through.
Yeah.
You make your way downtown. You get to the Metroplex. I assume the main plan is for Elsie and Mainframe to go inside the building, and maybe not the more obvious three amigos.
The obvious three. Is that
Is that our new today?
Obvious three.
The obvious three! I'm looking for high fives, my fellows.
Spin off. You got one.
That's good. That's a very good idea.
So the obvious three. I just realized you guys could see yourself. Anyway, make their way. The subtle two make their way into the building. It's during the day, so there's people milling about. It's downtown. It's City Hall. There's kind of plenty of hustle and bustle going on. You have an office number, so you kind of make your way up the floor. Like there's security. They'll give you unless you bring in any weapons, you're fine though. They'll kind of give you a pat down, and you go through a metal detector. And they'll ask you who you are and what you're there for. So, are you trying to sneak something in? Is what I'm hearing.
No, I'm just asking. Do they care about drugs?
If they can find them on you and they pat you down, yes, they will.
Okay,
if they're
just
illegal.
curious.
So most drugs have that little F or R next to them, which means forbidden or restricted.
Oh,
in possession.
that's how they label them.
In the book.
No, no!
They don't write it in real life.
Drug dealers are really ethical these days.
There's a drug packet that just has a letter R.
Yeah.
This tempo, local sourced and organically grown.
No.
The idea that
I mean, in the book.
I still have a dose of bliss, and so I'm.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't
I carry
take
it
that
with
into
me
City Hall
because
with you.
I like the idea of just putting somebody in a happy mood if I'm having,
Is this the kind of environment I can bring my deck into, or am I just my comlink?
You may struggle to bring your deck in if you can't hide it. Give me that thing. They are legal, so if they are going to search you.
Yeah. So we just won't.
What is this?
This is a recon. We'll just.
Okay.
I'm not going in. You don't need my stuff.
I'm not telling anyone where I'm putting my deck.
They'll ask you at the front desk your name and they'll ask your name and they'll want to associate that with a sin and then who you're there to see and then they'll send you through a security check and let you go on through. So let's get through the business portion.
Do you want to use your sin or mine?
You'll each have to do one.
Oh, each one? Great.
So what's the rating on yours?
Let me figure out which one I'm using. Sorry.
So many to choose from.
What's the rating on yours?
I'm Elsie. I'm good at
4.
infiltration.
Literally, that's what she says in her sleep.
Okay, you're fine. You go through. They don't.
I'm using Kim today.
Okay, rating?
I'm Nikki.
Nikki.
Nikki and Kim.
Yep. Rating? 4. You are also okay.
You can go that high.
Yeah, with a little investment.
They're expensive, but yes, they can. It's just a good thing that they can. Okay, so you guys make your way through. They don't seem to mind. You pass the pat down, and you make your way up to the office of the construction and inspection department. And there's, a gentleman sitting at the front desk. Can I help you?
Hi, my name's Kim. Kim Tobias, and I was wondering, I have an appointment with Mr. Elias Himura.
Let me just... When did you say your appointment was, Kim?
What time is it now?
It's probably like 10 a.m. You guys aren't good at waking up early, when you're out all night.
I believe it was for 10:15.
Huh. Well, that's strange. We must have misscheduled that. Mr. Himura is, he's out today. He's taken the day off. I have, oh, that's right. His family reunion's happening tomorrow.
Are you shitting me that he decided he was gonna go on a family reunion when I have a casino that has to open on time?
I'm sorry, ma'am. If you could please not yell at me.
I'm sorry. I'm under a lot of stress. I'm already going past code with some of these workers and their hours. I'm over budget. I'm just trying to get an inspection lined up.
Miss Kim, this individual, they're just trying to do their job.
Oh, you're right. I don't know where my manners are.
I can reschedule your appointment, ma'am, or he's out all day. He took the day off to set up. He was telling me something about, I don't know, the family is all going to be in town this week, tomorrow for a big party. It's very busy, very intense, so you needed to set it up for today.
Is there a location we could send a gift to? Because I feel like he's been doing so much for us that really he deserves a day off.
You are so right. Bless his heart.
Are you? Do you have your comm open to us or not?
If you would like to give me a negotiation.
Can I do con?
Elsie,
Yes,
the
you can
way
do
she
con.
said family, are they talking like what kind of family?
And I will use my 2 chat room dice to help.
You actually have 3 according to my count.
Oh, excellent. I'm gonna borrow that one then. I'm gonna use them. 3 hits on the con.
Nice. That's not nice.
Yeah, no, went okay for you. An address?
Or just a location, like, a place where the place where they're gathering. It would be, I think it would be nice of us to send one of
day sort of family reunion.
I mean, let me pull up his schedule, sorry.
Yeah.
So kind of like looks through. Well, his schedule is entirely blocked off today, and he has that he was setting up for the event. I had to make sure, getting a lot of calls from caterers. And then tomorrow, I think he said his whole family was gonna be visiting from out of town.
I thought he was a local.
Well, he is. I mean, we don't, he's appointed to our government. He is definitely very low, Seattle Metroplex family, but obviously, extended family coming in to visit from out of town. And
Where are they flying in from?
I didn't have to coordinate all of their flights.
Oh, I apologize. I'm just being a nosy neighbor.
Anything else you're trying to ask this poor frazzled person?
So we didn't get any location or anything that narrowed it down.
He hasn't given that to you yet.
Do you think we could just, I don't know, like she said, just drop on by his reunion? We wouldn't stay very long, but, I could get my paperwork signed and we could drop off a gift. I should be fine.
Well, that's very against protocol. I shouldn't really give you...
Sweetie, I've been in the construction business for years. I tell you, everything is against protocol while you're trying to do protocol.
Con? con or negotiation, somewhere in there.
As a cop, I disagree. We only follow rules except for the part where I'm Shadowrunning to
except
enforce
for the
laws.
I can't.
Yeah.
Look, give her some freedom. She's having to deal with that Muzak in there. It sounds terrible.
Alrighty.
Is this a male or a female? Male.
Great.
Wow.
All right.
Are you adding a bonus seduction roll?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I am.
Oh.
Yeah, seduce him.
Pop the button.
I rolled a 9.
3.
9 and 3 hits. Okay, so mainframe is like just seducing behind you while
One of
you're
those
like
pen
trying to
shoes?
get, like. Well, I mean, I'm sure if you stopped on by, it would be okay. It sounds like you're really desperate to get this paperwork
Bless
signed.
your heart.
And
You
so he'll
worked
like
so hard.
scrawl the address on a piece of paper. I know he said that his whole family, the big party's tomorrow, so maybe today would be better to stop by so you don't disrupt the party during the day. There's gonna be a lot of people there. They had to hire security and catering, and it's big, it's a big shindig.
He has some important people in his family.
Well, big family. You know how they work.
Sure.
Anyway, so here's the address. Would you like me to reschedule the appointment just in case that doesn't work, or?
That would be lovely.
Okay. I'll make sure you're on there. You said.
Well, we'll just have maybe a follow-up next week.
Okay.
I'm sure that once the paperwork is signed, I hope this is the end of it. Let me tell you, it is not easy to open a business. I know.
So you give him a name and a number that
She's got to keep a short leash on me, or I will talk my mouth off all day long.
And he's gonna kind of like wink at you, and like he'll like write down like another piece of paper with a phone number on, like his like com address on it. You know, just in case you want. There's some eyes being made across the desk.
I slip it.
Yeah, good. Yeah, it's good. All right, so you guys have acquired his home address.
And his heart.
And he lives in the Medina area on the east side.
Medina, right?
Medina. Medona.
I said
Medonta.
Medina.
Medua. I don't know. Medina. And
Medina.
you reconvene in the van with this piece of information, knowing that tomorrow, today being Friday, because I decided that, tomorrow in this world, he is hosting a large family event where there will be a lot of random people
Guys,
in
this
his
is
house.
totally not a family event.
He said it was a family event.
Oh, I'm sure it's a family
Are
event.
we talking mafia family or family?
Who knows?
Well,
They have security and catering.
if we want to get
Hello,
evidence,
mafia.
So, on that note, we shall take a brief break. So we have been Shadowrun Corporate Sins. I have been Lauren, your GM. We will be returning within like 3 minutes, so don't go anywhere.
3 minutes.
5, 3, somewhere in the region of more than
I'm
one
going to
and less than
negotiate
10.
for a longer break.
We're gonna roll for break.
it's
We will
eating
take
into
this
our
many minutes. We will take 2d6 minutes breaks.
No, we
You guys have been great, and we will see you again very soon to find out more about the adventures of Infiltrating.
Congrats.
My name's Mainframe. You probably reached out to me after what happened at the Rapid Rabbit. I am a Deca, and this is the first of a series of Deca diaries for those of you who don't know what the hell a Deca is or what the hell we're doing. So rule number 1, no refunds. You paid for this, this is what you get. I don't care if you like it. Number 2, take notes. This video is going to self-destruct. So, I don't care if you memorize it or you write notes down on your old-fashioned paper, whatever you do. Rule number 3, Deckers are ninjas. We're not samurai. I don't care what you think. We're doing this for our own reasons. That said, if you like what I do, great, you have good taste. The Matrix. Deckers, it's where we live. Every device, every person with a comm link, everybody out there is on the Matrix somewhere. And that's where our work gets started as Deckers. Now, what happened at the Rapid Rabbit the other night? I dropped into some VR and I looked around for some devices because I noticed that a couple of those guys probably had smart linked guns. I used a couple of attacks, things that we Deckers can do. I threw a little data spike at a couple of those smart links. It's like an old-fashioned buffer overflow kind of thing. You're trying to overwhelm a device and brick it. If it's bricked, you can't really use it for shit. The only way you can do an offensive thing like that on the Matrix is to have a cyber deck. Cyber decks are illegal. Let's get that straight right out of the gate. But if you want to be decking, you can't just use your comm link. You're gonna need something with some attack and some sleeves. Now, cyber decks are expensive, and we'll talk later about choosing your cyber deck if that's something you're interested in, but let's just assume that you have one. You're going to want to get onto whatever grid you're on, do some perception, look for devices, and if you see somebody with the smart link gun, you can do some damage. Throw a data spike like I did. Brick the gun. Now, beware, you're probably going to get the gun thrown at you like I did, but at least you stopped it from firing. Of course, your party's not going to be gracious about that shit. They're going to run around saying they did all the work and all you did was hit keys, but you know that you stopped that gun before it fired a bullet to their head. And that's what's important. Again, we're ninjas, we're not samurai, we're not doing it for the data spike. It's your friend, learn it, use it. Now, in later diaries here, I'll talk to you about hosts. Not all devices are just floating around on grids like that. If you're working on a corporate Shadowrun, you're probably going to need to break into some hosts. And that opens up a whole new world of options and file editing and cracking files. That's for a later time. But if you are just starting out and you're trying to be defensive, some matrix perception, some data spikes, those are going to be your best friends to start out. The shit is thankless. No one's really going to know what you're doing on the Matrix. Oh, one last note about AR versus VR. So augmented reality, most of you are already running that. If you've got glasses, anything with the data link, you're seeing augmented reality. You're seeing the real world plus stuff. You can drop into virtual reality like I did, but you're essentially a ragdoll in meat space. So if somebody tries to fire a gun at you, you can't defend. So do that with caution, all right? Get behind something. Make sure you're at least behind a wall or one of your team members has your back. AR is fine if you just want to do one or two things, but if you're really decking, you're going to need VR. And there's different types of virtual reality. We'll get into that later, but just I think that's some basics. Remember, your decker is your friend, and even if they're not shooting for you, they are protecting you on the Matrix. So respect them, all right? Or else they just might break your own gun. So be careful. All right, this is Mainframe. Remember, no refunds, and I'll see you on the next diary.
Hi, my name is Rosalind. I am on Vanquished. I play Miss Rhea Eves on Monday nights at 6 o'clock. Come check us out. And I am an ex-civil engineer, currently an actor, and I work in a restaurant. So Yeah, I'm here to answer your questions. Game of Thrones. Old school Kanye. Captain. Digimon? Huh? Dog. Absolutely dog. Concentration check? Jello. Lime Jello. Carrie. The Batman?
Hi everybody, my name is Strix and I am the host of Weekly Affirmations, a awesome feel-good show about indie and freeform RPGs. And in my other life, I am also a game designer, and an academic, an activist, and I work in tech startup too. So, you know, kind of busy. Anyway, I hear I have some questions to answer. Battlestar. T-Swift. Ugh, neither. Black Widow, duh. Pokemon. Obviously, since I run an analog show, it's AR, guys. Cats, especially Siamese, they're the best. Power attack. Definitely pudding. I had my jaw wired shut as a kid and they made me eat a lot of Jello and I don't like it anymore. 80 carry. You're gonna really hate my answer. You know why? Cause it's Clooney!
Get out! Get out!
Yeah, we're back! I hope you had a refreshing break. We certainly did. Welcome back to Shadowrun Corporate Sims. My name is Lauren, or Random Tuesday on the interwebs. I am your GM for this evening and most evenings that this show happens. So far, that's been pretty consistent. We are picking up with our Shadowrunners team, MMFEC, who are currently on a mission to uncover datas, pieces of chunks of digital information on a specific individual. They have tracked down a person called Elias Himura, who hired a gang called the Troll Killers to attack a woman who is a politician named Josephine Dzugashvili. But they are pretty sure that Elias Himura is not working independently, and so they are doing some investigations. I think it's not working then. Because I don't have that number. Anyway, to do some investigations on, yeah, my numbers and their numbers are very different. Okay, interesting.
Maybe
we just need to refresh that thing.
Yeah, someone's might need to refresh. Sorry, we had some technical difficulties that we're figuring out, because one of the things that you can do, and I look at it over here, so when I do this, you know what it is we have donations for dice. If you donate $10 with the name of a character.
Get the password.
Or myself.
Oh.
Very different. Yeah, that makes more sense to me. That's the number that I have. Okay, then we will have extra dice, and we have these I have a whole beaker of them, super fancy hyper RPG dice to roll in addition to what we get to roll just because they're characters that exist in the Shadowrun universe. So MMFEC now have information. They know that Mr. Himura is currently at his home, that soon there will be some sort of large party at his home the next day. Obviously, there is the usual shadow running times of late at night, but there is also the shadow running times of in the day. But, you know, so it really depends on the approach that they want to take. They know that they need to get some information that most likely would be stored somewhere on site, like some sort of digital location of like that sort of clandestine information is typically not kept on someone's comlink and is normally in some sort of data storage thing, you know, like a hard drive in a safe. And that they would likely find that information at his house in the Medina area of Seattle/Bellevue.
So, is it nighttime now?
No, I mean, this is like, we're picking up pretty much immediately after you guys were at City Hall, at the Metroplex Hall downtown, so it's like 11 in the morning.
We have an
Friday.
If there's going to be a big party tomorrow, my vote is that we go in tonight before that, so we aren't mixing with all of that heavier attention and scrutiny.
Yeah, I don't know that. I mean, I don't know how like metahuman friendly facing he is, so I think maybe nighttime would be our best bet.
He works for the government, so you figure he has to hire a few metahumans to keep appearances up. But on the other hand, Medina folks don't really hire a lot of trolls in my experience as a butler.
I will say that if they're hiring security for tomorrow, security today is probably also heightened. So going the night before is not going to be as safe as waiting a full 2 days. But if we are going in tonight, we should stake the place out today to make sure that nothing untoward is happening, that we know the situation, and that the place isn't busy before we storm it.
I think we should at least, I mean, if it's legitimately family, they might be staying at his house. Otherwise, probably security is going to be less today than it would be tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a question. Do we know what we're looking for when we get there? We're trying to get some kind of evidence connecting them. Do we know what that looks like?
We do not. It could be any sort of thing. It could be a video. It could be... I doubt they scrawled down "I am guilty" on a piece of paper, so it's probably digital, but it could be anything.
But just because people are hanging out with Elias Himura doesn't mean they helped fund the troll killers.
Absolutely, it is a excellent point.
It'd be really nice to know who his associates are.
Yeah, but what if his family is actually his family?
We should remember that most of the people here may be innocents, and we should take precautions not to assume guilt for anybody unnecessarily.
Look, that we can put that aside. I just feel like it's important that if we're going to do a B&E tonight, we want to keep it subtle, keep it quiet. And is that something we feel we're up to doing?
I think that's an excellent idea.
I feel like we can do that better today than at the party. Because,
but tonight,
yeah.
Right. So we agreed none of these people, as far as we know, they're civilians, so no lethal force, no noise.
Do swords have a non-lethal way?
Do you want a taser?
I have a taser.
Okay.
I'm just not good at it.
Oh.
So we'll see.
I can talk you through it.
Oh, good.
Anyway, I guess my point being is we're looking for something and we won't know what it is until we get there. So if that's the case, we're going to have to be really careful going.
Agreed.
Yeah, I agree too. I mean, I think the best course of action, to be honest, like, if we're not going to encounter anyone, I don't think I need to go in. I can drive the getaway car. Or I can be on point at a distance, but I think the way it should go is I think this should be Fang, Mainframe, and Cromwell breaking in, getting what we need, and then Mordecai, you can go in astrally to make sure that we don't trip anything.
Can you do magic from?
I can't really help as much from the astral as I can from the physical. So.
As a side note, Sharky has since left.
Yes.
So I'm up.
Can we get possibly a floor plan, and we'll have eyes on the scene, so perhaps Miss Elsa, you could direct us from the van?
Sure. I don't know. I had no floor plan, and I imagine there's no floor plan for his house, just publicly lying around on the matrix.
Probably not. Typically a little tricky to find the floor plans of someone's house without some hacking.
The only way I can get a floor plan is probably to go there and look for a floor plan in his files, and once I'm there, might as well just get the files.
Okay.
So this one we need to... we don't necessarily have the time, if we want to go tonight, to be fully prepared.
All right. Without a floor plan, rest of it still stands?
I think so.
I mean, I'd feel better going in with you guys, because I'm not going to be nearly as much help if I'm only on the astral.
I agree.
All right.
I'm fine with that. I trust you.
Just remember, the more of us there are, the more likely we are to catch somebody. So if we are caught, what's the plan? Take them out as quickly and silently as possible with non-lethal damage?
Let's avoid the flashbangs.
I got it, mainframe.
All right. Well, I can scout out astrally at least to sort of determine the lay of the land.
So no guns.
Well,
Unless you're.
I would take your guns for backup for sure.
Don't fire
You don't wanna-
first.
Yeah, that's
There's
what I
the
would
rule.
say.
Okay.
Just because you have a gun does not mean you have to use the gun first.
And Mordecai, maybe you should cast concealment on Fang.
I can be sneaky.
I'm casting it on everyone.
No one's asked me to be
Especially
sneaky yet.
Fang.
I can definitely sneak. I'm no Cromwell or Mainframe, but I am pretty sneaky.
Okay, first person to trip the stealth has to buy everybody else's soy calf.
Fair. Done.
Deal?
Done.
All right.
Wait, you don't have to buy soy calf.
So
That's why you don't make a bet with a face.
Okay.
Okay, so current plan is Elsie is going to stay in the van, presumably.
Can you cover us with that rifle of yours from the van?
Where so you were able to get like a satellite image of the location.
Great.
Like that's not impossible to find. Google Maps view or satellite view or whatever. So you kind of see like the house it's a pretty like sprawling sort of plot. There's a house, there's like garden, fence around it. Relatively large at least from above. It's on a sort of cul-de-sac. It's a suburban sort of road.
Oh.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. On a suburban sort of road, and there's, houses directly next to it. So your best, there isn't, a behind the house alleyway that you could, park in with your van. It backs up onto someone else. So, if you're gonna wait in the van, it would need to be either, directly in front of the house or, a little further down the block.
That one.
A little further down the block? Yeah. Okay. Mainframe, are you staying in the van too? No, you're going in.
We
So
probably
just
need to check it at
Elsie
some point.
further down the block, in the van.
So
I hand over a couple.
I have a taser. You're good.
Oh no.
No.
Oh no. I hand over 2 flashbangs to Cromwell, and I say, if you want to rig an exit on the way in case you guys get in trouble, I can trigger them wirelessly if you need to make a run for it, and I'll cover you with them.
All right, I'll agree to that quietly, but in full view, all I do is I prominently put the 2 flashbangs on the front of my suspenders.
This is great.
Since he's gotten a little bit of shade from Mainframe. He thinks he's very clever. He struts around a little
Roll
bit.
for clever.
We just assume I fail.
Yeah, so I mean, this is the taking for granted thing. I mean, if you guys don't want me to participate in this exercise, that's fine. You can get the files yourself.
I think there's a difference between taking you for granted and disagreeing with you.
Right.
Mainframe 3, how about let's just not take the job or the money for granted at this point? Is that okay?
I'm not doing this for the money.
Well,
All right,
I am.
well, come or go, Mainframe. We'll get the data one way or the other.
Before we leave
I
the
appreciate you doing your job, just as I hope everyone appreciates me doing mine. But I don't want you to be here if you're looking for something extra.
Before we leave the van, I'm going to astrally project, and I'm going to scout out for any sort of magical threats and also to get a sense of where people might be.
Yeah, so give me an astral perception.
I'm gonna add some chat room dice. I'm gonna add 4 chat room dice.
I'm so much dice.
That's better. I got 5 hits.
5 hits. Okay. So you kind of do your astral. Are you going full scouting, or are you just kind of trying to see as far as you can?
I'm full scouting, but I'm also maintaining enough of a distance that I don't want to alert any magical
Okay.
security that might be there.
A second. Okay. So in your you guys can see some stuff, yeah?
This is so fancy.
Okay, so in your initial scouting, I can zoom out a little bit more, but you definitely encounter that there are at least 2 roving beast spirits that spirits, yes, that are currently not materialized, that are sort of probably bound spirits that they're set to guard this area. So I'm gonna presume that you will keep kind of a fair amount of distance from them to make sure that the spirits do not think that you are some sort of astral threat. And you also notice that there are 2 other living persons kind of patrolling around in the area, and they seem to, like, all 4 of them seem to be kind of having this rotating location.
While he's doing this, can I just check out the host? I assume there's a security host there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to mark it quietly.
Anything you want to do with that information?
Yeah, so I'm gonna return to my body and say, all right, there are some spirits on guard there, as well as 2 other guards I noticed. So I'm gonna, when it's time, I'll conceal our party. And I'm also going to, after I do that, I'm gonna cast Man Escape in order to mask my own aura so I don't stand out to the spirits.
Mordecai, does that seem like an unusual amount of magical security for a residence?
Do I think it's an unusual amount?
2 bound spirits? Nah, probably not. Like,
It's not, it's a lot, but it's not too out of the ordinary, especially if this person is, paranoid enough, which it seems they have the right to be, since we're about to try to sneak in on him.
We stabbed 2 wolves the last time, and that was because they were astral. We've murdered spirits before, so.
Well, you don't technically, never mind.
Don't they just go into your blade?
Yeah, that's why I'm bringing it now.
Oh, God.
Spirit blade.
I'm gonna add some chat dice to my defense against mainframe.
And I am going to re-roll most of my dice.
Oh, you're gonna use
that
your
point of edge?
Yes, I'm going to use
Okay.
that chat room
My
edge. Because I would like not to trip the security right off the bat. That would be a sad thing.
So thank you guys. Okay.
7
go
hits.
ahead. 7 hits. You managed to place a mark on the host successfully.
So I'm going to summon Sharky. I'm going to actually do Force 8 summon of Spirit Sharky because I don't want to take any chances on this. And I am going to use a point of edge to re-roll some misses on that. Thank you, chat room.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits.
Your net hits are 1.
Jeez. Which means I also have to resist
Like that.
8,
That makes me happy.
8 physical damage.
Wait, he gets 1 summon?
1 service.
Yeah.
Which he's using for conceal, and then Force 8 Sharky goes bye-bye.
4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm going to use another 4 chat room dice to try to resist that last point of physical damage. And I successfully resist all of it. The mana tears through me, and Sharky just barely comes to tears. And I say, Sharky, if you would, take us into the shadows. And Sharky waves his fins, and we fade, although we can still all see each
Out
other.
of curiosity, because he's completing his 1 service, how long is the
He'll sustain that service as long as it's needed
Okay.
until sunup, since we're going at night.
Just
If you were trying to rules lawyer me.
No. I was like, I didn't think so, but we'd never encountered that as a thing before. I was that's really stupid. I presume he sticks around until a certain point.
He will complete the service that
Okay.
is assigned to
So
him
he's
for that
concealing you.
length of time.
I am gonna do this because I can. This is Sharky.
Fang has a bright yellow helmet and outfit that flickers with LEDs and turns black. Except for the metal arms, because those are never covered. They're just.
I'm
Put tar on them.
No! Never dull my sparkle.
I'm also casting Man Escape on all of us to sort of smudge out. It's mostly me, but also Cromwell a bit, smudge out the magical aura of us so that we aren't going to be as noticeable. And I got 5 hits on that. So.
Okay. So Manescape is force 5 or 5, and then your conceal is
And
8,
that's
right?
Manescape. Yeah, the conceal is 8. The Manescape is resisted by logic and willpower if anyone's trying to resist it.
Oh, we just get a plus 8? Sweet.
You guys don't deal with those numbers, I do. They affect things that are trying to look at you, rather than affecting what you're doing. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So you guys are concealed mystically by Sharky. You are also concealed spiritually. I assume you're doing all of this in AR, right?
Yeah, for now.
You need to be walking. Okay.
And I'm just going to do an extended test to see what security devices are. I'm going to enter that security host and do an extended quiet, running silent test to see.
Is it nighttime yet?
What is, by the way, your hide? Give me a hide. I'm trying to stay concealed.
Even with running silent, how does that affect things with the hide?
Running silent makes it a penalty on my end to the number of dice that I roll. So you roll hide, and then if I try and see you, my threshold is
4 hits on hide.
4 hits, and then I take dice off for my test to see you.
Oh.
Okay. I assume you've entered the host, yes?
Yes.
Excellent. All right. So give me your extended test roll 3 times, taking the die off each time. What's next, guys?
It's nighttime, right?
It is nighttime.
Good.
Astral perception, so I can help avoid the spirits.
So currently there appears to be kind of 2 rotations. There's a set of like spirit and guard that are mostly covering the front, and another set of spirit and guard that are mostly covering the back.
Did I see any, like, when I was astrally projecting around, did I see any good options, like what entrances?
There's 3 main entrances that you would be able to use. Let's see if I can show you. There's the front door.
Okay.
Oh.
There is the back door.
Oh.
And then there is another back door onto part of the other house, and then and then there's the garage door. So there's 2 entrances in the front and then 1 entrance in the back.
And we see spirits near all the entrances, but they are on patrol.
Yes, so there is some movement. You guys would need to be doing some sneaking, and then I've got the penalties applying to them seeing you for how subtly you would move as a group.
Well, do we want to try to make it around to the back entrance?
I can send the drone around if we need better view before we go.
I feel like the longer we're in this house, the more chance of mistakes we should make. So we should just try to open the first door.
You want to go to through the front door? Okay.
I mean,
You're not wrong.
Well, let's wait till we make sure there's not like tripwires.
I'm just gonna add some chat dice to a roll that I'm making for no reason.
No reason.
No. There's always a reason.
No. Sometimes
The garage is pretty close.
I added 3 chat dice.
It has the advantage of maybe not being quite as guarded as the front door, quite as populated.
Okay.
Yes,
And it's
the garage
not-
would be your closest entrance.
Would that be okay with you, or do you still want us to fly the drone?
I don't need to. I was just offering its services.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, see, we're getting along.
I'm trying.
I know you're trying.
forget.
We're all trying.
Everyone give me a perception.
Oh no, my weakness.
Everyone?
Except Elsie.
Being able to see. Well, but she's
who's looking around.
She's our backup. She can still see.
I glitched the test.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
4. Wait, yeah. Wait, what's my limit on perception?
3, 4, 5. Okay.
No, I got 4.
Wow. You and I are the highest perceivers.
Yeah!
No, that is seriously
Here's the
wrong.
darkness.
Mordecai glitched on his perception test. Excellent. Okay. So this is what happens. I assume you're going to the garage door.
Yes.
Yes, this is the
We're hiding though.
Wait,
We're
are we
so
walking?
sneaky.
I
We're
said
sneaky.
wait until I did my Matrix thing. I did the digital things.
Okay. Yeah. Continue looking.
9 hits.
So you tell them to pause. So you're looking around. As you look on the matrix, you notice that there is a patrol I see that seems to have become aware of your existence.
Oh no.
So the host is now aware that you're there, which may mean something else happens. As you
Maybe.
as you look around, the main things that you see, there's just a shit ton of security cameras monitoring stuff. That's probably the main things that are on the host.
No laser tripwires, turrets.
Tripwires.
There's the press things.
There's
There's a bunch of locks as well. Like, it all looks like relatively generic security devices.
Do I see, and we've already established we don't need any more information. There's nobody we didn't see astrally that's working physically, comlinks.
There's this soon to be a spider on your trail in the host, which that's probably the main thing that you will become aware of.
Okay.
But yes, no, there are no other none of the comlinks are on the host. They're all separate. So the two guards that are roving are not.
So guys, I don't see any traps. Everything has cameras, and I can't possibly turn them all off in time. So you're going to be seen. And there's a spider, which means they're expecting digital intruders, and we don't run into them very often. Something's definitely up.
Sharky's hiding us, and we're so long as we stay sneaking. I mean, it's not a sure thing, but we've got a good shot against the cameras. So.
Yeah, cameras are slightly less processed than other.
Fang says through her helmet, "Put on a mask. No one will see you if you put on a mask."
You do get this sense from the host that it's like set up by an external security company, so it's likely that like the spider is part of a standard response. Like they monitor multiple places, and when there is a digital intrusion, like a patrol IC notices that they're there, then they send their spider in. So they're not there yet, but you definitely saw like the patrol was like.
I'm just gonna log out and turn my deck off because I don't see. Not gonna turn off all those cameras in time. There's no reason to. So we might as well do this the old-fashioned way. Just didn't want us shot to death in the lawn. That's all.
What? It's like I put traps in the last one. I don't know what would make them worried about
Do we
that.
have to go underground in a tunnel?
No.
Why would I do that twice?
So let's just do this the old-fashioned way.
Okay.
All right, let's sneak up to the garage door, keeping
Great.
an eye out for the spirits.
Does this mean we get to re-roll that perception test?
No.
No.
This was the perception
As a person who had 4, no.
I'm going to continue perceiving astrally.
Yeah.
You guys keep an eye on the real world.
So you guys, you're getting up to it, and I guess if you're perceiving astrally, then that I will take as your astral perception.
Yeah, and I'll get a regular perception.
So re-roll me a regular perception, or I guess you have a -2 penalty.
Since
that
I'm
while
not
you're astrally
sustaining a
perceiving.
spell, I actually you see to keep calm and fight on. Tattoo lights up, and Cromwell seems less distracted than normal.
Yeah.
Oh.
He gets 3 hits on his normal perception.
So, Fang, as you guys are approaching the garage door, you hear this like buzzing sound, and you look up, and it's just enough time for you to react. But you see this like blinky light on a drone.
Oh!
Just like hovering above there. And let's see, we're gonna do 1,
Grapefruit.
2, 3, 4.
Grapefruit. Is that
Or is it Fang? And you just hear like this dart. So roll your reaction and intuition.
Oh, like an actual don't.
Yeah, like you're being attacked.
Oh, okay. Why did it fire at me? That's so good. Oh, I really appreciate chat. I'm gonna use my reroll, because I would have died.
It's okay.
Better.
Oh my gosh. You have lots of dice.
Am I allowed to use it after doing a reroll? Am I allowed? Like, is that?
Add some dice? Yeah, sure. I'll let you add some dice.
You can add 10 dice.
10 dice.
The fair gods are with you tonight.
I can roll a drive test. I can't roll a don't die test. Huh. That's better. 6. So I just want to put in perspective. I rolled 13 plus 13, 26, 36 dice, and I got 5.
Wow. Wow. So you got 5 hits? That is
6. No, wait.
6 hits.
No, just 5. I
6
counted
hits.
bad.
No, that's just 5.
No, it's 6. You're right.
It's 6. Which one is it? Because
actually 6. It's actually 6.
It's 6. Okay. So the drone it goes beep 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 beep. Face. You don't actually hear anything, but anyway.
I hear the beep beep beep.
Yeah, you hear like the, and then a dart fires, and it just like whizzes past your ear. You hear the sound of like, and then it lands in the ground. And
Grapefruit
discharges.
Grapefruit.
It's injection.
Grapefruit.
Okay.
Wait, did I get
As
hit?
soon as I see that, I try to attack that thing.
Yeah.
It's not in the host, is it?
No,
It's
it is
doing its
not.
own thingy thing. Yeah,
Right.
data spike that.
You have other things going on.
Bang?
Drone, laser, mosquito. It's
Are
a
we in
mosquito.
initiative order, or are we?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Thank you, chat. Because of you, it didn't go down.
All right. I'm gonna move you guys to here.
Hi, dice. It's really nice not dying, guys.
Yeah.
Roll initiative?
Yeah.
Oh, where are all the good driving dice going? No. Let me be good at seeing the danger and not actually dying, like surviving it.
Okay. Is Sharky gonna follow you guys, or is he just gonna chill?
No,
over there?
he doesn't need to be near us to.
Sorry.
All right. Sorry. So let's get this initiative.
Understand.
Shoot. You can't silently shoot things.
Well, I can't.
All right. Cromwell.
28.
Elsie.
17.
Bang.
20.
Mordecai.
27.
Mainframe.
16.
And Sharky.
Sorry, I didn't roll for sure.
Oh, I guess he can't do anything.
He all he can do is because I used the service to CLS.
Which is great, except drones have a really high object resistance.
It shouldn't change the nature of concealment.
No. That's what you do first. You roll the object resistance on anything technological, and if it beats the concealment, then it just rolls a regular perception.
Okay.
Wait, it beat my.
That's how objects resistance works. That's why magic isn't great against technology.
But I was super shit.
Don't worry though, the people haven't seen you.
Oh, good.
All right. Not Photos. Out. Cromwell.
So I just saw a drone fall to the ground.
No, you saw a drone attempt to dart Fang. It's kind of floating. Let me place a drone for you guys. It's kind of floating above you.
Okay, is it within my fist range?
No.
3 meters is higher than 3 meters.
Yeah.
Then I want to quick draw and throw a hatchet.
Of course you do. Of course you do.
Sorry, tomahawk.
Yeah. No. Go for it.
Right.
So we're gonna quick draw first.
So quick draw first is my throwing arm ability. And there goes some dice everywhere.
I got you.
The threshold is 3, I think. I'll make it. Then I'll get my unarmed check. I feel like everyone else will have a chance to take it down if I don't, so I'm not yet gonna use that chat room dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits.
I'm really digging this.
I'm going to add 3 chat room dice. I have them over here.
Then I'm gonna add 3 chat room dice.
Of course you are. Dice fight.
Dice fight.
8 hits.
You succeed. Your net hits are 5.
That hits her 5. That's the tomahawk. What does that's 17 damage.
You successfully cleave the drone into, and it is just halved, and the 2 halves of it fall to the ground. You have, conveniently for me, just completely destroyed any of the other darts that are inside of this drone. So there is no narcojet that you could steal.
Good thing I've got my own.
That works well.
All right. So, Mordecai, are you going to do anything?
What's going on, guys?
Oh,
What just happened?
Drone.
Drone attack.
Is it done? Is it
A
being
crone?
It was an underseeker.
I think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna hold on to these initiative orders so we don't keep re-rolling it, so basically I'll just tell us if we're going in and out of initiative. So we'll pause on it and we'll go back into kind of real time.
Okay. So the next turn will be whoever's after Cromwell?
Yeah.
Okay.
So wait, they know we're here?
No.
It's a machine. It's not as good. It's better at detecting us than humans with your spells.
But it did detect us?
Yes.
Well, then that means Sharky's done his work. He's going away.
Okay.
Wait, really?
Yeah, once we've been detected, the concealment ends. So
But we murdered it.
it doesn't matter. If we were detected, then there's no more concealment, which means Sharky is done all the work he's gonna do for us right now. So he's gone.
Right.
Are there any other drones I see?
Perception. You can do a first perception.
3 hits.
When you look with your eyes, you cannot see any. When you look on the matrix, you notice that there are at least 3 other little blips that all seem to be connected to each other that were not connected to the host. So in your desire to jump straight into the host, you totes miss them.
Okay.
Totes missed.
Let's hold off a second and let me deal with the rest of these drones.
Cool. I'm gonna lean against the wall. Super. Can I roll concealment?
Yeah, actually, all of you guys, while you're there, go ahead and roll your sneaking to hide.
And then you can murder while we're hiding. Not bad.
So
For sneaking?
Just plastered up against the garage door.
I'm gonna use my remaining 5 chat room dice. That's much better.
Okay, Cromwell is good. Hang at 3, 4, and 5.
I thought mine wasn't bad, and then I saw
It's
you
not
guys'
bad.
hands.
It's not bad. Okay, so everyone else immediately, as soon as Sharky's gone, kind of hides and immediately plasters. Fang unfortunately gesticulates just a little bit too wildly as she's trying to hide, and the motion
Not
sensor
Fang.
lights just turn on in front of the garage.
Jesus Christ.
This happened once before. Stupid just
Still hiding.
Oh.
Just the lights have turned on. That's it. That's all that's happened. It's just lights have turned on where you're standing.
I'm gonna deal with I'm gonna take the 2 nearest drones, fork and data spike them. Wow. I assume running silently isn't terribly useful at this point. Can you guys get my back? I'm dropping into VR.
Yeah. Okay. So you drop into VR, and we will deal with that. Okay. So you're just gonna straight up attack them? You're just gonna try and break them? Okay.
Do you guys have any quiet weapons that can maybe take out those lights?
Why is there? I see lights.
A katana! Can I use the katana?
It's quiet.
Great! I stab it.
You have to jump for it. It's a couple meters in the
I
air.
watch her jump a couple of times and I pull out 2 shuriken.
Wait. Actually, Fang has a moment where she remembers
I'm gonna come back to the
doing
lights.
Okay.
Mainframe, what was your...
I got 6 hits.
You miss on the first one. Let me see on the second one. And your second one, your net hits are 4.
Great. It has to defend against 14 matrix damage.
What? No.
I have hammer. It's good. It's not quite...
Okay, so...
Magic real hammer.
Okay. One of them is not super happy. It's you hear the motors
Oh.
but it's still floating. It's still in the air. It's still flying. Nothing seems to happen yet.
Great, I will attack them again.
Yeah. That's the downside of riggers. They can't fight back against deckers.
I definitely stabbed something high in the air that was a camera before. Lift me up and I will unscrew the light bulb like a true professional.
I am going to use 5 chat room dice.
How many impact numbers does it take to unscrew a
In this case, it's gonna be.
Okay, mainframe use 5 chat dice.
Whoa!
Attacking.
Please murder me, Fame. Your only hope.
5 hits.
5 hits? Definitely not on the first one. Wow, that drone is just doing
What is it
so
doing?
well.
What is that drone
Doing
doing?
so well. And then the second drone, your net hits are 2. One drone is just like, it's like super drone. The rigger just keeps forgetting about the second drone.
That's 12 matrix damage.
Okay,
against
that is
second
enough
drum.
to brick the second drone.
Excellent.
So there are 2 left. One is, and both have taken no damage. All right, let's go to the light real fast.
Maybe we just leave the lights and
No.
break into the garage door.
Well, no, because the way we break up into it is not subtle. I just want to unscrew the light bulb.
Who's astrally perceiving right now? Okay, you guys notice that like one of the guards' life signs, like signature seems to be moving closer, and they're going to round the corner.
I'm
Stealth soy calf on Fang!
No!
Is it around the corner?
You probably have enough to prepare like an action for when
I
you
want to
round
be
the corner.
prepared the minute it rounds the corner to tackle it and hit it as hard as I can.
Okay.
With
Stun damage.
All right. So the guard is gonna come around the corner, and they're definitely like ready. So they're not gonna be surprised, but you can go ahead and roll your attack. Get that in first.
Okay. I don't
And
want.
then as soon as we resolve this, I'll come back to you for the drones.
I'd like to get an action in there too when possible.
This is a human guard.
Actually, Mordecai's gonna get to go first because if we're dropping back quickly into
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, if I'm going first and I see this guard coming around, I'm gonna run right up to him and I'm gonna try to just knock him unconscious with my
All right.
punch spell.
In the face.
And so I have to do. That's an unarmed combat attack. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
This is the first time we have this.
I know.
9 hits.
It works pretty well. By pretty well, it works really well. 9 hits. Unarmed. All right. You get to defend. I don't think there's enough chat dice that I could roll to make that.
Yay!
So I'm not going to. So your net hits are 6.
Ooh!
That means it's gonna do 16 stun damage.
Armor piercing minus 10.
Yes.
Yeah. Great. He's unconscious.
All right.
Nice job, Mordecai.
roll.
That was fantastic.
So Mordecai effectively knocks out the guard.
Now let's undo this light bulb.
But the light is still on.
Do it. Do it. You destroy that light
I
bulb.
lift Fang into the air so she can unscrew the light bulb.
I have
Great.
gloves on.
Fang-
Or metal arms, so it
Yeah,
doesn't burn me.
Fang unscrews the light bulb. It's like an LED light. Like they don't unscrew anything.
We don't go and I just yeah.
What does
Unsocket.
that even mean? And then you just like pull it. It comes out.
Good.
The light is off.
Great.
Mainframe. Back to the drones.
Right, so I'm attacking
Yeah.
Mr. Pants, but also a different one because I've got 4, and I'm using some chat room dice. So I get 6 hits.
You still miss the
I'm getting mainframe is not.
even though
Your net hits are 2 on the second one.
Right, it
Well,
has
drone
to-
number 1 is my favorite drone.
Is
Well,
it
that's another 12 matrix
And
damage.
how many dice did you use?
I used 5.
5. Okay.
I don't understand that drone.
12. Okay. Drone number 3 is in like pretty bad shape. Drone number 3 is in pretty bad. Drone number 1 is actually gonna start circling around.
Jesus Christ. So
I took 2 out.
You did.
Or
And
well,
that
almost.
actually,
We actually don't know
After
any of
new
it.
initiative, you didn't.
Oh, I
you
didn't.
drop that.
So once I dropped into VR, that's gonna be.
I think we literally don't know any of this. is
No,
happening.
we don't know how many drones there are, if it's coming around the corner. We just knew about the guy.
And the light bulb.
And the light is off.
Yeah. You 2 for 2.
22.
22. Okay. Yeah. No, that makes sense. Great. So right after you take, you've taken out drone number 2 and you're doing stuff. The guard. That.
His hand is up, teacher.
Yeah.
I would like to resummon Sharky to conceal us again.
Great, I'll have you do that when we come back.
Great,
around. So
thank
you're not gonna get to do that now.
That's fine.
However, roll you three that are not unconscious. Roll your perception.
Should I add dice to this?
I didn't glitch this time.
Good job. I'm gonna roll 4 chat dice.
4, okay.
To
3.
add, because it's gonna suck if I don't do
Yeah.
this.
Mainframe, Fang is adding 4.
You tried. That's
1 hit.
But that's fine, because conveniently, it's gonna fire at Mordecai. So this this drone number 1, my bay of the day, the best drone of drones, comes around and goes. So roll reaction and intuition, because you were not surprised. You heard the sound.
Yeah.
I assume you weren't astrally perceiving at the time, and therefore taking a penalty to your perception check.
You can't see this camera in the way.
4, 5 hits.
5 hits. Let's find out.
Can I go full defense?
Well, we don't know yet.
Well, I mean, if we're not in an initiative order, it's hard
Yeah, no, you could go full defense.
to. Great, I'm gonna go full defense and add my
We're
willpower.
like in pseudo initiative right now, so.
Sure.
This is cool. We've never been in pseudo initiative.
There's a map, there's pseudo initiative, things are
crazy here.
Make that 7 hits now.
Then it misses you.
Excellent.
Another
Excellent.
dart goes and lands to the side of you. This one, it like clunks. It's a really aggressive
Christ.
rocket dart. It like crashes into the garage door and like breaks, spilling injection stuff on the wall.
I don't like
Don't
this.
lick it.
Don't like drugs.
Bang, lick it. Bang.
No, I don't like drugs. That's out of character, Lauren.
Lick it. Grab some. Maybe it's not drugs. Is it drugs? Grab some.
It's drugs.
All right. So that would probably put us down. Fang, are you gonna do anything? I guess.
I know there's a drone. Do I know there's a drone? I don't.
There's drones. Yeah, you are not aware that there's
No,
a drone. So
no.
we'll see. Let's bring it all the way back. And
Well, I can use my turn to look at the door.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at the door.
Great.
I want it. No. She told me to protect her. I'm gonna walk over there and Can I take the 5 damage now in case something tries to attack her unconscious body as a block? Like prepare.
That's
no,
only
you
against
can just
melee
take it when it
attacks.
happens.
You can wait.
Oh, okay, cool.
You can rub her belly.
I can't. She's
She
She's
didn't consent to
unconscious.
that. Did she consent to belly
no,
rubs?
she did not consent to belly rubs.
You can text me, it's fine.
No, I got your back, girl. And then
and belly rub? Question mark?
no.
She did not.
All right. You okay?
I dropped my pen and I was gonna go get it and then I tripped. It's fine.
That's what a critical glitch looks like in real life.
I do like the small warning. I'm fine.
Guys.
Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, my butt protected me.
That is, your butt did a good job. Your butt.
Good job, butt.
Her butt took critical defense.
Yeah, she took full defense.
Full
and landed
defense.
on your butt. 0 damage.
Kids at home, remember, we are trained professionals
Don't-
playing
don't.
Shadowrun.
Don't trip over bar stools. Okay, I'm
Sorry, guys. Going off the rails a little here. All right, so we're gonna say that it's gonna put us in Cromwell. I
Just
never got my move.
Yeah, I don't know if I did
Elsie,
this
yeah,
round
yeah,
either.
Elsie. We're
In and out.
Yeah, we're in and out. So we'll give you another.
Elsie
chance.
should go.
You go before the drone goes again. So.
For my move, I just say into the comm to Fang, I'm like, you've got that taser. That taser is a gift from the bear gods that make you more bear-like, but it's a human construction, so it's not as good as natural bear lighting. But you're gonna be awesome with this. I know you've got this. You're gonna like tase a ton of people tonight.
Oh, okay.
So leadership? Yeah.
Oh, okay, I get it.
Like it's a pep talk. I'm giving you like a little like.
Wait, I just
to,
realized
to inspire her next action.
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah.
because we talked about the leadership poll. I think things at the bottom of the leadership poll.
No, but that's okay. You're getting inspired.
Oh,
by somebody.
okay.
You're not leading her. She's leading you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
That's why she's
inspiring
rolling
you
the dice.
to tase.
Okay.
4.
Did you hit your
Okay,
head
so
when you fell off?
next tasing you do, add 4 dice.
Good.
All right.
You're right. I will tase.
You just tase.
Yeah, I bought it from a store, but yeah, sure. No, the bear god's still with it, I'm sure.
Okay. Fang is like standing over Mainframe's body right now and has just been told to tase. So
Cromwell.
I'm just observing.
Do I see the drone? Perception was 3.
Yeah, now that you're aware that the drone did, yes.
And it's not within reachable distance, I assume?
Not without like a reasonable jump. It's probably at least 5 meters in the air.
I pull, actually I still have those 2 shurikens I pulled out. So I hurl one at the drone.
Great. This is drone number 1. This is my bay drone.
Is it?
Does it know it's your?
I'm gonna use 4 chat dice.
I am also going
That's
to.
what I thought it
use
meant.
chat
That's
dice.
weird.
It means A means
Escalation.
best.
8 hits.
This is my bay drone. 8 hits.
Wait, before. I was gonna say after.
Your net hits are 1.
Net hits are 1. The shuriken do it's 11 physical minus 1 armor piercing.
Oh no!
Wait, does it?
Did you guys break up?
It's my bay drone and
Does
they
this.
checked it.
He's got that point of edge.
Does it blink too? Beep.
Yeah, it does have a little
drone.
square blue blinking LED
Is it
light.
still-
It's wireless.
Okay. You got like one of the rotors, so it's like flying a little inconsistently, but it is still flying.
It was the bass song.
The second shuriken in Cromwell's right hand blinks faster as it locks on using what smart link capabilities.
But now I can see it because there's a blinking light in the sky.
So, who's astrally perceiving right now?
Oh, not me.
No one is, because everyone said they weren't, so they could physically perceive. If you had been astrally
I
perceiving,
am still astrally perceiving.
perceiving, which means the spirit can attack you.
I think we made the GM mad. I'm not sure.
You attacked Bay Drone.
It attacked us first, specifically me.
Yeah, exactly. So it didn't attack. Anyway, fine. The spirit is attacking you.
You guys, Lauren's just going through a really difficult time with her bay drone.
Me and my Bay Drone. So it's gonna approach you. Let's have it.
It's coming right at
There, it's moving, and that's amazing. And so,
Sorry, I was trying to draw a Bay
you
drone.
feel a shiver. It runs through you, and then it's going to attack you, Cromwell. So, astrally.
I love
Receiving and aware of its presence.
I am. So, chat room dice back. I defend.
I'm going to add 3 chat room dice to that. Because it's not Bay Spirit, but it is Bay Drone.
What does a spirit look like?
It looks like a large, like beast sort of dog-like creature. It maybe even has like bear-like paws, but like a wolf-like head.
Is it a wolf?
It's large and fluffy. It's got spines on its back for no apparent reason.
I want it.
It's just like Wrestling Barnaby. I do that all the time.
Can I have this one? Everyone else has
You
a
can't
pet.
see it.
My defense is 4.
So you need to resist. That's not gonna help. What you have to do? 9 physical damage.
Is it astral damage though? So is it...
Kind of. I mean, it's a spirit, so it's.
if
sort
it's
of
not
unique.
materialized, then it's astral combat, right?
Okay, so then it's stun damage. Yeah, you brush it off.
Well, no,
I'm
it
sure.
can be. And it's a different resist if it's.
Yes, it is. It's willpower, right?
I believe so. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just
So
willpower.
Yeah, it would just be a willpower roll.
Because it's a ghost.
Because it's a spirit.
I don't resist damage, or.
No, you need to resist with just willpower because it's astral combat.
But I still get my. Oh, okay, it's attacking me on the astral plane.
Yeah.
So only willpower. It will not be that much defense at all.
It's just willpower.
Yeah, you just soak it with willpower.
In that case, no hits.
You did not score any hits. Excellent. So you take the 9 stun damage then.
9
Or I guess
stun
it's-
damage.
You can still get physical damage on the astral plane. Yeah, so it's physical.
So Cromwell looks like he's about to faint as you see nothing attack him, I suppose.
Yeah.
What day?
All right. So I guess we'll stay. So mainframe.
Okay. Badron's still flying around like a drunkard.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. I'm gonna fork that and the other gimpy drones that I almost killed.
Yeah. Well, Bay Drone just stopped rolling quite as well for me.
Is it now Bay Spirit?
Bay Spirit, yeah. Oh, Drone 3 suddenly did a lot better. Bay Drone's going down.
They're all fighting for your affection.
They are. They love me.
Well,
Someone has
I
to.
did not have a great roll this time either, so I got 3 hits.
You actually succeeded in hitting the first round, but not the second one.
Bay Drone, you mean?
Bay Drone.
Yeah.
Bay
What are
Drone
my
took
net
a
hits?
hit. Your net hits were 1.
Great. That is 11 matrix damage.
And I guess it takes those. Okay.
And
go
she
on two
takes
separate
great
counters.
pleasure in targeting it. She still has the water gun configured from the theme park for some reason, so it's just like a water gun
spraying it with
in the
water.
matrix.
All right. The drone, however, is sort of still flying, and is now going to. Let's see who it targets next. Mainframe.
Oh wait, but that's
So take your interrupt.
Okay.
You're right next to her, so you can do.
I know I don't have a shield, but I want to do a Captain America.
Oh, by the way, before the end of my turn, I just give people an update on the
You
drone
want to
situation.
intercept. So, we'll see. So you'll take a 5 off, and then roll. An attack.
Oh, cool. Like katana. Okay.
So far, sneaking is not working.
No, but like I'm gonna try to do a thing with my katana. And like hopefully my arm flails in the way, because if there's anything Fang's good at, it's gesticulating. Oh, I am just talking. Yeah. Not on my watch. Yeah. Got 5.
Okay, so you kind of succeed in like you do like a wax on, wax off, and you like ching with your katana, and you just like swipe the dart in half just before it's gonna hit mainframe. You like slice it, and like 2 pieces of it go flying. Elsie, you probably have a sniper shot on the drone. Like you'll take a penalty because it's small and far away, but like you definitely have a sniper shot on at least one of the drones. There are still 2 flying around.
Does one of them look like a bay to me?
Sure. They're both damaged. One more matrixly damaged and one both matrix and physically damaged.
One has a blinking LED in it.
Yeah, Bay Drone's like like lights flashing SOS.
Yeah, I'll I'll pull out my like, oh, there it is. I'm like that's a rocket launcher. We don't want that.
What? No, this is a sniper rifle. Wait, what? You don't want it?
I want that.
Oh, sniper rifle. Yes. Let's do that. And I'm gonna add in a couple of chat dice. Because, you know. Whoa!
So you're going for Bay Drone?
Yeah, I'm targeting Bay Drone. 7. And that's
Net hits are 4.
armor piercing is 4 on this.
So how much damage is it? Your net hits are 4. Great.
Yeah, kill the GM's favorite mob.
That won't be bad. Sorry, you said 4?
Yeah.
Great. 17 physical.
Yeah. You're like narrowed like down the scope. You're looking at it. You're like, I see a fucking drone. It's the BAE drone, and you take a shot at it, and it just like explodes. Bay Drone is gone.
I blow smoke up, and then I put the gun aside, and I pull out my homework. And I'm like, keep an eye out, but I'm like, okay.
That's why I took a couple turns.
Mordecai.
Oh, American.
All right. I saw what happened to Cromwell, and I'm like, clearly he's on the brink, and I'm really concerned. I'm going to spend a point of my own edge to do something of a monologue. What I'm actually doing is a Force 8 summon.
Okay.
But this is a really important one because I'm I'm reaching out into the astral plane in a way I had never have before, and I'm saying to myself, I don't know if you're real. I don't know if Cromwell just made you up, but he's done a lot for me, and now's your chance to save him. If you exist, I'm summoning you out, and I'm doing the Force 8 summon, and...
Give me, before you do that, from your spending of edge, roll your charisma and your edge rating.
Okay.
This is your plea to the bear god or the shark god?
We'll find out if it works.
Any deity that may be listening?
3 hits from my charisma.
Roll 3 extra dice on your summon.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits.
Your net hits are 4.
Okay.
I'm whispering so quiet.
Out of the astral plane emerges Paddington Bear. And I'm using that point of edge in order to share my spirit summoner link with Cromwell.
I didn't know you could do that.
It's edge, it can do lots of things.
Sure, I'll allow it.
Wait, so what does this bear look like?
We can't see it, right?
No,
It's
the
still
chat
astral.
can't see. Yeah.
Cromwell?
Oh, we can't.
Can we get a camera right there on this? I got it. I'm gonna keep it right there. Nice. Paddington the bear god. We'll find out what he can do.
Yeah, we will. Okay.
So,
What's his initiative?
he does need to roll initiative, so it's going to be 15 plus 2d6.
I love the idea that that's what Paddington looks like in your head, but the bear god could look different in everyone's head.
His initiative is 2d6 is 28.
All right.
No, 23. Sorry.
We'll move him. All right. It's one of the higher initiatives that we have today. Okay, that puts it at Fang's turn.
I will again choose my entire action to try and protect mainframe. I'm gonna let a little blip of thank you for letting me know about thank you in all caps. There is now only wait, how many drones did you tell us that there were?
There were 2 that I was working on last time I told you.
Great. There are still drones, but I saved your ass.
All right. Cromwell.
Cromwell is about to faint, and he's astrally perceiving, so I assume he sees Paddington appear before him. Where is Paddington? Like, you summon him right
next to you.
Right next to you?
What color would you like for Paddington?
Blue, he wears a blue coat.
Okay.
Good call.
Good call.
Or yellow because he wears a yellow hat.
Cromwell says, help me, bear god. This thing is, he's so it's like meeting your biggest celebrity ever. You don't really know what to say. So he just demonstrates by punching at the spirit on the astral plane right in front of him.
Over the comm, I'm like, what is going on?
The bear god is here, Paddington himself. And that's just a normal unarmed attack because he's got killing hands. He has to turn them on. Can I spend my edge to turn on my killing hands?
I will allow it.
Because he was being nice and trying not to kill anybody. But he's not worried about a spirit. So he punches out. But he's very stunned, so he only does 4 as his unarmed attack.
4 hits?
Yeah.
He misses.
Ugh.
Unpleasant for him. That puts it at Paddington's turn.
So in the astral, if they're both in the astral combat is probably what he would do.
Yes, so Paddington, he takes his little suitcase and his British flag, and he stabs I think he stabs the British flag point down into the heart of the spirit.
Okay.
These 16 dice.
With 16 dice.
Just say.
Flags are pieces of fabric, just to be clear.
No, but there's a stick on it.
Oh, right?
I think the chat room would want me to use my chat room dice
We do.
for Paddington's attack.
Okay. Ooh.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits.
Your net hits are 3.
3 hits, and then the damage on unarmed.
I think it just does the 3 damage, but it's soaked only by the willpower of the spirit.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the motherland.
Okay.
The British Isles. I don't know what Britain calls it.
All right. The spirit, now seeing itself having a spirity foe, is going to turn its attention to its spirity foe, and it's going to launch itself and bite at the great Paddington bear. And I'm just gonna, for good measure, add 2 chat
So it'll be
dice.
16 dice. To try to dodge.
1, 2, 5 hits on the defense.
Misses.
Oh,
yeah. Which is unfortunate for me. Mainframe.
Great. So there's 1 drone left.
1 drone left.
I will attack it, and I will over the comm. Thank you. Thank you. And then I, since speed is of the essence, I will try to take.
Slow, thank you. Fast murder.
Whoa, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits on data spike again.
Hits are 3.
3. 11, 13 matrix damage.
The drone explodes! I guess it doesn't physically explode, but there's just sparks flying and it just clunks onto the roof.
Drones are down.
Drones are down. Drone screams. It's the sound of the rotors going.
It was an R2D2 scream.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
He had a
I heard R2D2.
Is it possible for me to come out of VR during that turn?
I think that's a simple action. So switch between AR and VR. All right. That would put us at the top of a new initiative turn.
Wait, we get a roll? No. Wait, yes? No?
Yes.
Roll it?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I'm still in.
God damn, it's even worse.
Cromwell.
27.
Elsie.
14.
Fang.
17.
That is not a good thing. Mortify.
30.
Paddington is 24.
Thank you. Mainframe.
26.
Forward.
All right. Mortify.
So I'm going to recklessly cast because I can see sort of both. We've got to fend off this spirit, and Cromwell's not in good shape. So I'm going to cast a stun bolt, force 4 on it, on the spirit, and then I'm also going to run over to Cromwell and do force 5 heal on him.
So stun bolt is there's no resist, right? I just
yeah,
I don't dodge.
it's-
I just resist damage. Correct?
It is no, it's versus the willpower, and then it's So yes, it's soaked.
You get an extra dice for healing Cromwell because of the bear gun.
Excellent. Who's right there? So 4 hits.
4 hits on the stun bolt.
Yeah.
And then I just resist that with willpower. Okay.
And I did not take drain from that. And then for Cromwell, he heals 5, and I also resist the drain from that.
Cromwell.
Cromwell comes a little bit more too, and he sort of absentmindedly swings at the spirit while staring at Paddington, and I can best describe it as the way that Tormund looks at Brienne in Game of Thrones. He's just like,
nerd.
What?
So he's a little distracted, but he still gets his hit off with only a little bit more because of the stun damage than He gets 5 hits.
I'm gonna add 3 chat dice. Your net hits are 2.
That hits are 2. Killing Hands is now on, which means he does 17 damage.
How do you feel about that? I don't know, I'm really chatty today. He's snarky.
The spirit dematerial just dissipates into the astral plane. Like the wolf bear thing howls and growls, and as it kind of strips away into pure mana and is gone.
From everyone's point of view, except Mordecai, Cromwell's just staring at the air and punching at the air.
We should go quickly, I think.
All right.
Mordecai, or whatever.
So that we'll pause on the initiative. We'll assume you come out of VR and back into AR. There are no immediate threats. You've taken care of the drones. Half of the security team detail on the house has been taken care of.
This is amazing!
And law enforcement, give me a knowledge check thing.
Oh, that's me!
Yeah.
I have law enforcement. That's my skill. Whoa! 2.
You have between 3 and 10 minutes before HTR shows up.
Guys, from my experience, we have between 3 and 10 minutes. I suppose, being good at that knowledge, we should get inside and get the job done.
Quiet or fast?
Both. 3 minutes is a lot. That's 100 turns. No, it's not.
It's a fair amount of turns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't even know what we're looking
period
for,
of time.
guys. Maybe we should walk away from this one.
Can I set a timer that will go off when 3 minutes happens?
Yeah. Bear in mind, Fang scored. This is outer play.
They don't know
knowledge.
that.
She got 2 on her test. So.
Arc welder.
All right. Get through the door. You look at it. It's the garage door is a relatively standard security door.
So when she says this, I tuck the sniper rifle and I pull out the rocket launcher and because if HTR shows up, I'm going to.
We're all going to jail.
No, I'm gonna fire the rocket launcher at him. So
we're all going to jail.
Okay, so I presume you slowly make your way, not slowly, relatively quickly. You blast your way through, make a Cromwell-sized hole that he could
A
fit
Paddington Bear size hole, even though he doesn't really need it because he's on the astral plane. And he keeps telling Fang about Paddington being. He's trying to describe.
I have a few options on the sides of the hole for the door. So the door is now open. You can make your way into the garage.
What does it look like? I bet there's fancy cars.
Spirits don't quite understand the
Yeah.
world, so he looks like Paddington, but he's got a giant maw with giant fangs.
I like fangs.
So we'll assume you get inside the room and it's a garage. There's 2 nice fancy cars in there. There's a bunch of storage. Yeah, Elsie.
I will. I'll do a picture.
An inside conversation Fang
One's
describe the cars to me.
Bentley. That's a fancy.
Let me check actually my roll skills. They're shiny. I think that one has 5 wheels because that's how the fancy people live.
I would like to roll perception to see if there's anything I can actually physically connect to.
Door. Yeah, go for it.
A house network thing.
Oh, perfect.
2 hits.
Yeah, there's data jack. Probably not. There's
hold on.
Yeah, it's like a smart home.
Yeah, they have things.
Cromwell.
I'm just gonna assume you guys enter into the room.
Yeah, we all gonna go in.
Cromwell's going to move from this point on as quietly and with as little motion as possible, but obviously still moving it fast enough to.
Are we all okay?
So
sneaky,
in the garage, besides the fact that there are a couple of cars, there's a security door into the house. Shoot. A relatively more beefy door from the garage into the rest of the house. Yeah.
Can I try to put the broken arc-wielded part of the door back on? Because I realize as security starts walking around, they're gonna see a big hole.
Sure.
I'm just gonna try to lean it so that, like, at first glance you can't really see it.
Is there like an artistic talent in here?
Um,
like artisan?
I mean,
intuition.
Wait, no, but I have a skill in tracking, so I'm stopping them from tracking us.
Nope. Roll, I guess, default on artisan.
What is that?
Intuition.
Oh, come on.
Does your magical power of making images appear?
That's true.
A critical glitch.
I think
You legitimately can't even figure out, like, you're yeah, it
They're
doesn't.
going to find us when they get here. So.
Okay. I was like, I probably could have hold my foot.
I'm going to try something which might be a little more effective, which is I'm going to cast a Trade Phantasm to make
Go ahead and roll your trade phantasm.
I pat Fang on the shoulder.
It was
as
an
I do
important
this.
realization.
This will be a force
Thank
6.
you. I like that. Big Papa's coming to fix the mistake.
And I got 6 hits, so and I resist the drain. So it's the garage door sort of shimmers, and then
That was more things hidden than I intended. Sorry, guys.
Everything is hidden. There's nothing but the
Shrouded in mystery. So there's, is there anything, so I see the door, based on all the things we've done so far, what is my assessment of what the best way to, like, is there a way to
So
physically
when you
connect
jack
to the
in,
door?
like that puts you directly into the host, and you would be able to do some control devices. Obviously, when you look around, you realize like there's still a patrol thing wandering around. The spider seems to have gone, so unless you make yourself suspicious again, they may not show up. It's mostly like locks on doors. Like the external doors are pretty much the main ones with locks on them, and then like the lights and the cameras are pretty much the interior security system.
And when I'm jacked in, do I get a dice bonus for being jacked in, or just as?
We just assume you don't have to place marks on it.
Okay, great. I will do control device.
Okay.
And I will do it in VR, HOTS in VR, so I get the 2 bonus dice, but I will run silently. So it's pretty much net 0. Yeah. 4 hits on control device.
Okay, so you
like to open the door.
What are you? Wait. What device are you trying to control?
The door. I want to unlock the door.
You successfully unlock the door.
Excellent. The door is unlocked.
Oh, thank you.
I assume you like
Open
to
the
open
door.
the door.
Okay. Oh! The animation.
Yeah. I guess you kind of can't see that room. There are 2 doors off of a hallway, and you guys enter what looks like, as you go in, it looks like a kitchen type
I'm
space.
gonna take some food.
Great. Fang starts rustling through.
No!
Jeez, Scoob, I don't think this is the time.
Point out a thing you guys did not clarify, which is anyone home?
Oh!
I
just
was,
He was just
when I was
projecting
around. I
Yeah,
was
you were
looking
wandering
around
around the outside of the building.
that's not what I meant.
But that's what
when you took
said.
a wide berth around the spirits,
Yes,
you
but
were not
still into
able
that.
to fully get a picture of the inside of the
fine.
house.
Okay, I'm
We're moving too slow. They know we're here.
yeah. I'm gonna turn on my feed so that Elsie can see wherever, because we're deep enough in the house that she can't see from the car. And I'm going to walk into the kitchen. I will say this: Fang is not smart enough to think about whether there's people in the house or not. I'm just gonna go to the fridge and open it. Perception: is there anything immediately delicious, like real food, like not soy,
Yeah,
but like
go for
real?
it.
I got 2 hits.
Fang's in the kitchen. Yeah, there's like lettuce.
I'm gonna eat the lettuce.
It's like real.
I'm just gonna take a thing, I'm gonna unwrap the plastic and just start taking bites like a corgi.
Fang,
Why
you said
am I
we had
seeing
3 to
lettuce?
10 minutes, right?
Fang, what are
Before-
you doing? Why am I just
You
seeing
just see
lettuce?
like,
Lettuce
It's
is
real
expensive in the
lettuce.
6th world.
it's real lettuce. Would you like some lettuce?
No.
Mainframe, where do you think the data store in a place like this would be?
Depends on if there's a basement or not. They'd probably put it in an interior room, someplace secure, someplace without windows. I would like to look for any other data hookups here. Smart home plugins, things.
In this room?
Yeah.
Give me a perception.
3.
Anyone else gonna enter in the kitchen? Or-
Sure, we go in the kitchen.
How about we'll move to the back to sort of defend the
Okay.
north side?
Is there anyone in the room?
Not in the kitchen.
You made a big hubbub about people and there's no one in the kitchen?
Yeah, there's no one in the kitchen.
Well, I'm in
And
the kitchen.
I think Paddington's just gonna follow Cromwell around.
Yeah.
Since he's still got 3 more services.
Nice.
When's sunset?
I think we're past sunset.
Okay, it is dark.
Oh, I gotta play. Sorry. So you guys are all in the kitchen. There's no one in the kitchen.
Is there a thing
It's
I can plug
seizuring.
into?
In the kitchen, yeah,
all
it looks
great.
the same. When you do,
I
it puts you in
want
the
to
same
do a
place.
matrix search, and I want to look for a floor plan that might tell me where someone would keep
Yeah.
secure things. And I get 5 hits.
So when you do that, you definitely notice. Oh, I did it correctly, guys. You are able to pull up a floor plan of the house. Like you kind of get a general layout. It's got 2 stories. There's the master bedroom is on this floor. There's 2 more rooms 2 more bedrooms upstairs, living room. You get kind of like a general layout of the house. What in particular are you looking for?
Anything that that looks like a data room, or anything that has a cluster of devices of any kind, or
that does not show up on the floor plan.
So what is? So there's bedrooms, there's a kitchen. What other rooms are there?
Several bathrooms, some storage rooms.
Storage rooms, okay. And that's all the
There's
living room.
Yeah, there's a living room, like a dining area on the top floor.
Storage rooms, how many?
You were currently near one of the closets.
I would like to open the closet.
Great, you open the closet. There's nothing in there except for stuff.
Great. Where are the other so I share this information with the group. There are some storage rooms. It's a pretty standard house. I don't see anything on the floor plan that looks like security. So hitting the storage room seems like a good place to look for data.
There's really only the one storage room, like besides other people's closets. There is so upstairs there are 2 bedrooms, like closets, bathrooms, and then a family room, like den, sort of game room.
Is there an office?
No, interestingly enough, you don't see an office on a floor.
It's in the basement. Secret basement office.
There is no basement.
You don't see stairs down to the basement.
There's no stairs.
If you want to do like a logic and intuition,
yeah, I love doing that.
On kind of the floor plan.
Since I didn't do it before, I'm gonna now drop on conscious and
Come on!
Let's do my
Wander around
sweep.
the house. Great. Give me your astral perception.
Can I make a surprise test to see if I
4.
catch him?
4. Sure. 2. Oh, that is great
4.
for you.
I'm gonna catch you.
Paddington just said he's very good at searching, so we could send him astrally to any room we want. He could materialize and search for anything we can describe to a bear. A smart bear.
Do we know what to send him to search? I already did a scout.
Yeah.
So
See,
we'll see
okay.
what
Great. That's very kind of Paddington. We are looking probably for something that physically resembles a safe or a server rack. Some kind of
Middle box.
Box with lots of blinking lights.
Mordechai, as you wander around astrally, there's still like the guard outside. You notice that there are some sleeping people in the master bedroom.
Okay, don't go in there.
Where do you send? And then there's some sleeping individuals upstairs. Which I can show you if I can unhide this area. Oh, I didn't hide it. So you see some sleeping people upstairs.
Okay.
2.
Kind of awesome that they're still sleeping.
Well, we were really quiet. We could probably take more lettuce.
Probably take some more lettuce.
Bring me some lettuce.
Yeah, I will literally take the rest of it.
Just like a little bit. I just want to.
Yeah, I'll take the rest of it and
haven't
put
had
it
it in
in
a really
my
long
bag, unwrapped. So there might be sand in there.
I love lettuce.
Yeah.
Mr. Paddington Bear, I would love to formally request your assistance looking for server type or safe type storage device objects. Please and thank you.
All right. Do we have a good idea where to send him upstairs, maybe?
Storage rooms.
The one thing that you get from like you're looking at the floor plans is that like there's no basement. Like there's definitely no like weird place that a hidden door. Like there's probably no under basement, which means if there's a hidden room, it's probably somewhere not underground.
Wait.
That's what you figure out with your 2 hits on your logic and intuition.
Right. So up.
Yes.
Looking for one of those type devices, possibly in a hidden room.
I think
above us.
How long would it take Paddington to search, though? Because we don't have a lot of time.
He is very good at searching. He'd have to materialize. It'd take 3 seconds to materialize and 3 seconds to search.
Are you sure?
It's Paddington Bear.
You would know more than I would.
I think
Searching is an extended test.
Right. 5 or 10 minutes.
Oh. Wow.
Maybe.
So we send him to one area to search and we check out another.
Yes.
And he doesn't need to materialize.
Let's send him upstairs into the sleeping areas.
He's probably quieter.
So you send him upstairs. He's searching up there. Where do you guys look on this floor?
And I looked in one storage room.
Mm-hmm.
There were two.
That's the only one that was like clearly a pantry sort of storage room.
There's
Turns out it was
more
just full of
food?
more food. There's more food. You find. Give me another perception. What real food do you find?
I got 2 hits again.
You find some slightly moldy cheese.
Real cheese?
Real cheese.
Like no joke.
Like American cheese. Like Kraft singles, but somehow they went moldy.
Not actually soy, but like real with milk.
It's like 50% soy.
American cheese is soy.
Taking that. I don't know where my backpack is, so figure it out.
That wooden room there, what is it?
The big one?
On the floor plan.
The front room? The parlor?
And
the
that
entryway?
red room behind it, what is that room in the
The
floor
living
plan?
room.
Living room.
Living room, closet, white tiles is the bathroom.
Living room. I want to quietly go into the living room.
All right, so mainframe is gonna. Anyone gonna go with her? I'm gonna assume you guys open some of these doors. In the process.
Quietly.
I'm all for not splitting up at this point.
Okay. Do you want assistance?
I think we're
I would not
sneakier
go.
if we do send a couple of us in individual locations.
Go it alone. Call if you need anything. We
Okay.
trust you.
Yeah?
You're making a choice. Do it. I'm gonna go to you. Where do fancy? You know fancy people.
Why would you say that?
Because you're just fancy and stuff. Yes, you talk fancy too.
So you notice that the 3-minute mark has gone past, and HDR hasn't shown up yet.
Can I do another roll?
Yeah.
3 hits.
You actually probably had between 10 and 15 minutes.
Oh! Adding 7 more minutes to the timer, guys. We're good.
And then as mainframe goes into the living room, go ahead and give me a perception in there.
It's probably gonna be fine. Don't be afraid.
3.
There's more, like there's a TV, there's like a Trio, like super, like a bunch of really nice technology, very fancy. You definitely want to play with all of it.
But no.
Nothing that seems like a secret place one might hide your data.
Right.
Well,
is there
The Great Paddington Bear will return after a couple more minutes as you're sort of searching around in there. Question.
I was just say I think Cromwell will head upstairs to start helping search up there. Sneaking.
Conveniently, before you do that, the Great Paddington Bear returns.
His search roll was a 9 hits, by the way.
And the bear is like communicating like, well, there were these people sleeping, and then there was this room, and then there was this other room that had no windows.
Oh,
off of the room.
that one?
A room with no windows.
And reveals the room to be this big black square.
Big black square room.
Okay.
Thank you, Paddington Bear.
Upstairs.
That is extremely helpful.
So, I asked her where fancy people keep stuff.
I'd say usually in very, very secured rooms, or honestly, they keep it on them, or a third site. But, in this case, I would guess it's either in a very, very secured room, or he's keeping it on him. Like in, the bedroom or on his person.
Well, I'm not gonna go looking in his pajamas.
But it's fine. Paddington Bear found a room.
Paddington has found a room, he says.
That is a highly secure room with no windows.
Good. Let's go there. Quietly.
You guys, everyone give me your sneak for going
Good.
up the stairs.
Oh, good.
Does this get the chameleon suit? Do you get the extra 2 dice for this, or
Only if
when
we're
hiding?
standing still.
Okay.
God.
Okay.
Wait. Can I use chat dice?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna use 5. Please. Thank you, chat. I just need to not owe twice as many soy caps as before. Oh, thank goodness.
I didn't know it stacked.
It does. 6.
Sorry, guys, I didn't move you. I relocated all of you.
No, we see it now.
No?
We're in the dark green room.
Refresh my browser. Okay. 7. Oh, nice. 7, 4, 4. Joe's yelling at someone. Okay, good. You're there. Perfect. So you guys all like very.
Wait, don't forget that I use 5 chat dice.
5 chat dice. Thank you for letting me know. That's probably smart of you. Very quiet.
I'm on.
Into the room, and you go into the game room, and you notice in this room
with no windows.
The room that you're in currently has windows, and you realize that there's like the Great Paddington Bear is like it's over here, and like there's a wall, and it's just like covered in bookshelves.
Oh my god!
It's one of those. That is where fancy people keep things.
I'm just like.
Okay.
It's in a book, like in a children's story. Thanks.
Take
Patty.
a look. It's in a book.
So wait,
So
it's all a metaphor? Is
No! Elsie, help us.
Okay, there's probably a trigger. So you need to find the trigger. So either it's one of the books or it's something near the bookshelf. So I'm guessing that probably part of that panel. How many bookshelves are there?
Is it a wall of bookshelves?
There's probably 1, 2, 3, like 7 meters. Like it's like a wall of bookshelves. It's like a beautiful library. There's like a Trideo screen.
So what's on the floor? Is it boards?
It's carpeting.
Carpeting.
Over
Great. Take a look at the floor and look for any sort of indentation of something sliding out.
Or someone standing there a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, I like you guys. I like this.
Cromwell just runs and punches at the bookshelf right where the Paddington pointed out the secret door most likely was.
People sleeping.
Quietly.
People sleeping.
We tried so hard.
So you guys roll your perceptions for looking around.
You could stop
to see if
him.
you find something.
He's probably gearing up. You could actually stop him.
Stop him. Yes. Whatever we have to do.
Wait
Stop
10
him.
seconds.
Jeez.
Wait, we're gonna try to pull the. We're gonna be detectives, like the mystery men.
Oh, right, like a puzzle.
Yeah. 2.
So you notice, kind of in the. I don't have a way of like just hanging you guys. In like the center of the wall, Mordecai, like you guys, Fang is like.
Just like
hard. Distracted by the books. Mainframe like takes a moment and she's like maybe here, like the center and middle-ish. And Mordecai's like, oh, there's like this kind of arc on the floor that's like a slight indentation that looks like it's about the size of one of the bookshelves where it might swing out.
Okay.
Hey, do you think a bookshelf could fit there where that arc is?
Yeah.
Give me a quick matrix perception.
Oh, jeez.
Am I looking for clues? Do I get clue dice? Yes. It did not help. But I got 5, so it's good.
You notice like it's not there's like a separate like closed network here, and you see what looks like behind you there's like something on one of the shelves. Like if you like maybe moved some of the books to the side, you might see something there.
we don't know that yet.
Moved digital books to the side or physical
real
books?
books.
I see
And
like
you
a
see,
little
like,
note in
yeah.
AR that's like there. Okay, I would like to quietly and carefully approach the area where I see the little fuzzy thing in AR.
So you move the books to the side.
Pokemon
and there's-
Go. It's like seeing the thing.
And like a light like flashes and like scans your face.
Oh!
And it's like, and then it turns off. Nothing happens.
Wait, it's not a.
It's
I
either
see
an
that.
iris or a face detection scan. So
Well,
I would like to hack that thing. Yeah, that'd be great. It's a matrix thing. I gotta go
Okay,
with the thing.
but if that doesn't work,
Bioscanner?
Crom gets to punch it.
But
because
you
we told
don't
him.
happen to have this family's bio scanning? No.
there's another option. There's a face in the other room I could
No!
go retrieve.
No!
I'd be sneaky about it.
The many-beared god does not need faces right now.
Do I need to mark this device before I? Great.
Crom, I just want to say
5
thanks
hits.
for listening.
You succeed in
And
placing
block.
the first mark. You need a 3 to control it. Let's do the second one.
Oh, right. Well, I'm happy to let the smart people solve the puzzles.
It's not smart. It's just you're
Smart. I'm not
you're
a smart.
listening.
I'm not a smart
and
troll.
that means a lot to 5 hits. Team.
You're good on the second one.
A lot to me. It's such a
Okay.
4 hits.
The third one, you're like trying to place the third mark. You're like, yeah, I've totally got this. I've got this jam. And then you notice that it's gonna send off an alarm signal.
No.
How do I go? It just like it's basically just it's gonna ping a comlink.
Oh
Like
no.
it sends out like a this module has attempted to be activated.
There's no.
Nope.
Well, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Did I mark it? Did it?
Nope.
Oh.
Is it time for me to get a face?
We still don't know.
No, I can still get in. It's just they're gonna.
They know we're in.
Yeah,
But
probably.
we still don't know because we weren't in the matrix. This is the hardest.
Okay.
You succeed in getting your third mark on
Okay.
it. So you
I
Control
hate
device
to
check.
say it, but I think we've got to start like maybe more to high. Maybe like you can start heading out of the house.
there are like windows in the room that you're in.
Oh.
I didn't want to. I say Cromwell's probably looking at those windows to see if we can create an exit so that if we need to leave quickly.
Yeah, that's my concern is
So you get it.
Control device.
Yep. Great.
I want to open the door.
So this time, like the device like blinks a little bit, and like the face scanner like scans you, but it's like a different color light, and then for some reason the shelf it's like, yeah, sure, and then the shelf swings open, and the doors open for you, just like that. Music plays and everything.
I really thought it wasn't a.
Guys, keep an eye out for somebody in the house. If the alarm woke them up, they might be coming.
There's an alarm?
Behind. One of my marks failed. That sometimes alerts the owner of the device.
Cromwell
Okay, I
will-
slept through it.
Cromwell will enter first just to make sure there's no explosive traps.
Nothing explodes when you enter.
oh, that's new.
I'm gonna move the door and attempt. Wait,
That's how I check for
And
traps.
so we're still sort of trying to sneak into the
Yeah.
room. Yes. Do we have to re-roll sneak, or are we good?
You're okay right
can
now.
you be on punch face control? With the.
What?
You're really good at slap quiets.
Yes.
Can you do that?
Well, right now they don't know we're here.
No.
So-
Mainframe let us.
Mainframe?
So what do I see there?
So when you enter into the room, there's like it's a clearly an office sort of space. There's like a module and a trio, but everything's on like its own isolated network. So you can jack straight into
yes,
it.
I'd like to do that.
And give me your matrix perception with your clue dice to find the files that you need. Cromwell, exit strategy.
The windows, are they secured?
I mean, they're
Does it
closed.
matter?
Can they open?
can open
he
them
tries
from the
to just
inside,
open
yeah.
the window.
Yeah, that actually works. You're inside someone's house.
Oh.
They don't lock their children inside the house.
Any of the windows have like fire escapes or
This
a
one
roof?
leads out onto a roof, so you go straight out onto like there's like a couple meters of roof, and then there's the building below it, and so then you would be looking at like a 3-meter drop down from the roof.
That's not bad.
Hey guys, I think somebody might want to go and just be by that door in case we do get any company. If somebody wants to hide behind that main access door to the room.
The one that's to our right.
I guess the one that you probably came in.
I mean,
Yeah.
I can do that.
I'm just saying in case we get any company, that way we can get a surprise on them.
Okay. Can I close the door?
Oh, do you wanna
I
like have it?
want. I
like,
want to stand behind and close the door, and then like.
it's just like a peek open.
One
Yes.
more part of the exit strategy plan.
Okay.
Cromwell has Paddington materialize. I don't know how services work. Just
You can. He materializes for free, but you
Okay.
can ask him to do a task, and that will count as a
so he
service.
did one. So as second service, I take the 2 flashbangs off, and I put them in his mouth. They're wireless enabled,
Okay.
and I ask him to go onto the roof and take it. Like, does the roof go around to another part of the house? That
Yeah, it goes all the way around the house.
does Cromwell think it's far enough away that it would be a distraction from where the party is?
Yeah, if maybe he went kitty corner to where the party is.
Yes.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
tells Paddington to take the flashbangs to there.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
And I've got the trigger on those.
And to let go of them and come back because he doesn't want.
Okay, so Paddington is on the other side of the house with the flashbangs. All right, that is certainly a choice. Okay, by matrix perception. So you kind of dig through, you slough through the files, and you pull out kind of what you think are just like, you're in a kind of a hurry, so you just sort of grab everything that relates to like preceding the event and just immediately after the event, and you're like, we'll sort through this later. So you feel pretty confident that you've got what you're going to be able to get from this system.
Okay. And I don't need to copy or do any.
Do me a quick edit copy file. All right. Anyone actually perceiving at this point?
Oh, I am.
Okay. So you notice that someone had stirred in one of the rooms below, and that the remaining guard and spirit have now made their way inside the main entrance hall, and there seem to be 3 individuals kind of collecting and looking like they might be coming up the stairs.
They're onto us. They're collecting downstairs. They're probably going to head up here anytime now. I suggest we consider taking the window exit.
Okay, Mainframe, how close are you to having it?
I got 3 hits, but I'm gonna use one of my edge because I don't want to. I don't know if that's enough, and I just want to.
Always want to arc weld the door shut.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
now I've got like
Do it.
7 hits.
Okay. You're good. You have a solid copy. Okay, so Cromwell arc welds the door closed.
Yeah.
And just as that's happening, you noticed the spirit and the other guard have made their way to the top of the stairs.
Wait, is it good? Like, can we do this?
You're ready for the exit.
Wait, we have it?
I have it.
Let's book
Let's
it.
cheese it.
Go.
Let's do it.
Go.
Like, this is
All right. All right. What's your plan? We're gonna probably just cinematic our way out of
Okay. Okay. So I think I want to get them like as they start going out the window. I think I'm gonna set off the flashbangs on the other side.
So you set off the flashbangs. You see them kind of just like, or they tell you that they've just popped out the window. You're like gunning the car down the street. You're gonna try and catch them like right across the lawn so they don't have as far to book it.
Yeah.
They make it outside the front windows, and just as they do that, the flashbangs go off. You see like the spirit seems to peel off and go look towards that sound, and then the guard like is trying to bang their way through and get into the door. And you pile into the van and you just scream away as fast as you possibly can. In the distance, you hear the sirens of HTR arriving. Your 10-15 minutes are up. And we'll take a couple last words.
As his last act of service, Cromwell tells Paddington to pat himself on the back and tell himself he did a good job and to thank him for his service.
So Paddington will dissipate into the ether. We will return for next week to discover what exactly you have in this data that you have collected and how successful MMFEC have been.
We did like a successful run part. Well, the second half of it. The first half kind of sucked. That's amazing.
And that is where we shall leave you for this week's MMFEC Adventures. Thank you so much, everyone, for all of your donations. Don't leave just yet, because we have the metagame to roll.
They made it.
And it's pretty great. So stick around for the corporate shenanigans. For those of you who are new and joining us, we have been and will continue to be Shadowrun Corporate Sins. I'm Lauren, your GM, or Random Tuesday on Twitch or Random Tues on Twitch and Random Tuesday on Twitter. We have been
Cheryl, aka Muppet Aphrodite on Twitter and Twitch and all the things.
Dan.
Claudia or Jackie Dash.
Janine, Admiral Asma.
Tony or El Beefus.
That comes back to me. That was all the way down the line. So thank you so much for joining us. We're gonna do some corporate metagame rolling. It's very exciting. Stick around because Anna, the other GM,
Anna
is
has
here.
appeared.
Guys, like I can't
Quick,
even.
catch her. Okay, I'm gonna get as much of this out of you.
Thank you, chat.
Hi, chat.
Thank you.
And then I'm gonna say hi to chat on the other side of the table.
I have a dice down. Getting the dice.
How do you feel?
Hi guys.
Thank you. This is amazing. We've never done anything that well.
I know.
Bay drone.
Wait, how many?
And well done to Dan and Tony for our
Oh my
maps.
God, they made that system that
Yeah!
Tony made this,
it.
right? Dan
All right,
did things. And
I drew down did the hard work.
It's true.
Oh,
How do you really feel, Dan?
Hello. It's time for the Shadowrun metagame.
Wait. I need more.
Wait, Claudia.
I need 20% more hype.
More hype?
More hype.
Okay, so
Come hype me.
Here we
Come
go.
hype me.
here we go. Hold on. Give us some hype.
Alright.
Hype me.
Holy moly.
you didn't see shoulder
It's
five.
time for the Shadowrun corporate metagame.
Whoa.
Dun, dun.
Oh god.
Yeah, these
All right.
guys did that. They're hyping the map thing.
So, the cool thing this week is, of course, that the runners are up for hire very, very soon.
Up for
Very, very
grabs.
soon. So, we're doing the rolls, and pretty much everybody except one corp. I think it's okay for me to say, except Horizon, because Horizon had them last time.
Sorry.
We probably would have discouraged them from going for it anyway. So except Horizon, everybody was interested. Everybody was interested. So we've got that. We've got the attack roll that backfired. We're gonna roll that from last week. We're gonna roll that this week, because that's a new thing that I decided to do because it seemed like a cool idea.
Excellent. I like that this
think.
this preview that we're doing. This is great.
And then there's like 2 new subsidiaries and a whole bunch of research and a whole bunch of investigations and an attack.
And we're 1 sub away from doing a Steam Key giveaway, and we're only 9 subs away from our next big physical giveaway, and we have another physical giveaway to do tonight anyways. So get ready for that after we're done rolling.
He's like, after I get rid of this idiot.
No.
I'm like, yeah.
After we get through business.
It's fine, everything
Business
is fine.
first.
All right, let's do some R&D rolls. Do you want to roll that or do you want me to roll that?
You can do it.
Oh my goodness.
Go for it.
Everybody's gonna get all the research.
Yeah,
All
do
the
it.
research. It's gonna be great.
I don't know whether these
I'm gonna
hands are
need
good
you
or
to-
bad for dice yet, so we gotta figure
Well,
that out.
hurry up.
We learned that today.
Roll all right. Evo, Aerospace Research and Development.
Nice.
Here we go.
Nice. Although
Oh, what?
You want me rolling all your dice, is all I'm saying.
Number that was rolled.
Critical hit.
We can't see the dice, so we don't
I'm
know.
gonna do this very,
You don't
very
need to
carefully.
see them, just listen to my voice.
Yeah, there's 2 people.
Box guys.
Nice.
2 6s plus 2, but that doesn't matter. So I rolled 2 6s. That is a 12. A 12 at level 8 is 2d4, but because it was a 12, 2 levels lower, so 2d6 instead of, wait, that's, yeah, okay, it was 2d4.
Oh shit, we
so
got our
2d6.
last sub! I didn't even see it!
Yes.
boom.
Nice.
By the way, so
For subbing.
thanks Forgotten Mantra. Welcome aboard.
Like I was never gone.
We're doing a Steam Key giveaway, and we're getting back to our Shadowrun metagame.
That's me. Okay, so 2d6 again to see what they increase at.
And we
That wasn't quite as good. It was a 6 and 1, so 7% increase for Evo's Aerospace. 7% increase for Evo's Aerospace. And now we have Evo's shipping. I'm gonna roll different dice. We'll see how that goes.
They
Evo's
love to ship.
shipping.
Oh, it's
They
shipping?
do love to ship.
Whether
They
the
do
people
love to
being
ship.
shipped to the shippies like it or not.
Yes, that is
Especially
true.
right now.
That is true. They are predominantly character shippers, not cargo shippers, but that's okay. That's okay.
We already got Amazon.
I rolled 2 2s plus 2, so that's 6. So that is no impact. Sorry guys, no impact on the shipping.
Look next time.
Even no development in the
Try
city.
new ship arrangements and see
Alright.
if that helps.
And I'll
Like,
Oh yeah,
one
there
of
was
the
an
dice.
accidental shipping.
All right, now Horizon's media branch. Horizon, that's they're the big ones. They're the big dogs in media, and media is their biggest subsidiary. So this is a big deal. No matter what I roll, if it's successful or
Nice.
failure, it's gonna have a huge impact on
I'm
me.
gonna put some extra fairy dust on it.
I think you've been hanging out with Zach a lot. I'm not sure I want you to do that.
You think I've got his sickness, his dice disease?
Quite possibly.
Oh, that says otherwise. They even knocked down my soylent.
I will agree. That says otherwise.
Right.
Once again, I rolled boxcars.
Wow.
Well, that's 6. That's 6.
Oh
and
my
6
god,
in a
we
row.
need to go to the casino after this.
Wow.
You were killing it.
No, this is just normal rolling for me.
Then we need to go to the casino every night.
Alright,
We're gonna raise some money somehow.
So that means a D4 and a D6 for Horizon's media subsidiary. I kind of feel like I shouldn't be rolling this well, given that they didn't exactly paint me.
You want me to give them a bad roll?
They didn't exactly paint me in a great light.
I'll do it. We
during
can
that
get
last
revenge.
round. That's all I'm saying.
really didn't.
Didn't
They-
really. I don't know.
I'm here for you,
In fairness
Anna.
to
I'm here
Horizon,
for you.
some of that might be on me, but they came up with the corpse scout thing.
Told you.
In spite of that,
I have once again rolled the maximum. I rolled a 4 on a 4-sided die and a 6 on a 6-sided die.
You are
so
too
that
kind.
that 10 billion million that you were getting, that's from me. You're welcome. You're welcome. There's a 4 and a 6.
That is a grouchy you're welcome.
Well, they were mean to me, but I'm being the bigger person. I'm the bigger elf, and 10%. There you go.
You're a giver. You're giving
I am
and
a
giving
giver.
and giving.
I am a
Despite
giver.
your attitude, but watch it.
That's such a Zach. Yours.
All right. Mitsuhama's magical goods. Mitsuhama's magical goods gets a 6. No effect. Sorry, guys.
Can't be perfect all the time. Dude, I'm loving this.
These tunes.
DJ Bazooka Joe in the mix.
Lauren, would you please come hither?
I will. I'll come back to my seat.
Neonet's Matrix would like you to roll for them.
We're gonna do this. All
right. A 7. You rolled a 7, which is normal to increase. That's a successful roll.
Very solid.
Don't go too far.
Very
Yep.
solid.
So that's level 9. So that is a D6, and literally any other die. Here you go.
Got it. Black Sun 388 is asking what the heck all this is.
3%.
Not
3% increase.
This is the metagame that runs around
Okay.
the Shadowrun
Ready
role-playing game in which you, the chat room,
Yes,
get
I'll
to
need
play
you back later.
corporations at war with each other. If you subscribe, you can take part. We have a special Discord server you can join, make plans, work against other corporations. It's a real fun way for you guys to roleplay and get involved in the game. We follow it and we decide which of you we dislike or like the most based on a number of factors.
And you guys can influence our game as well and send us on runs.
You
Things
guys
like that.
are the best hosts.
I was just showing
Good job.
Hostess with the mostest.
Hostess.
Those are those. Good job, right? Good job.
In case they were wondering.
What?
On with the number
That was
rolling.
really good, by the way, Tony. Thank you.
That was
a
that's
perfect
I was like,
explanation.
great. Now I'm off the hook. Thank you.
All right, we can retire early.
Renraku's Robotics. Renraku's Robotics.
Hey, hashtag Renraku, the corp that forgot their slogan for a second there. Today's solutions for tomorrow. There we go. There's my plug.
Renraku robot.
Rai, the corporate shill guy.
I'll do anything for love.
All right, Renraku's Robotics gets a roll of 2d6.
Lordeth, do your
For
research.
a 7. A 7. 7 is good. 7 gets level 7 gets a D4 and a D6.
Hey, thank you, King. But
That was really
Lauren's been-
nice.
Oh, people said that I don't necessarily understand everything, but I don't think I've seen a better GM on Twitch.
They don't agree with you, but
No,
that's
we
fine.
don't.
No, I definitely do. I
I-
mean, there's a reason I keep going back to your campaign.
Who's more bloodthirsty though, Lauren or Zach? That's what I want to know.
Zach hasn't killed anyone
Zach
yet.
told me to be
Okay.
more bloodthirsty.
Okay, Lauren is more bloodthirsty. Zach just wants, he doesn't care about the blood, he cares about the anguish.
It's true.
He'd rather them not die
Control it,
and pull it, you know,
Yes.
extend the
Yes.
pain.
Zach is one of those
Exactly.
little yappy
Yeah.
dogs who barks a lot at you, but Lauren is one of the, like a slightly crazy dog who might just bite you really hard.
So Lauren's Cujo.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so that was 5% increase for Renraku Robotics.
Yeah, robots.
All right.
We did it, guys.
Wuxing's Wuxing's Finance.
I believe it.
Whoa! He cannot be stopped!
What?
How is this
Boxcars.
happening?
Loaded.
I wish, no. Seriously,
dice.
I wish that we actually had a dice cam going on right now. I mean, don't, because hidden stuff. No, there isn't. Okay, good. But like, I am seriously, swear to you, rolling. I rolled 2 6s again.
This is so real, it looks fake. You know, that's what random number generators
doesn't even
do.
make sense.
Yes, it does.
I get
People want to see patterns where there are none, so that's how you know this is actually random.
There's a roll. There we go.
That's my
Okay.
explanation.
5%. 5% for Wuxing's Finance Division. You are welcome.
Enjoy.
Wuxing's Medicine Branch. I thought that was another one. 8%, a 6 and a 2.
So close.
Plus 2, so that is 10. 10 is still just normal to increase, but at level 2, that is 2d20. We're gonna roll 2d20. Haven't rolled d20s yet tonight. Only 12%. Sorry guys, that one's only 12. Only 12%.
Only 12%.
Could have been cooler.
QQ more, right? All right, only 12% increase. Okay, now we are doing investigation rolls, which I can't tell you the results of. I will say, as Technology's consumer goods, I am rolling for you. As Technology was attacked, and they wanted to investigate it, consumer goods.
Not bad. Not bad. You know, not saying any more than that.
And magical goods.
Not bad. Very, very something.
And Seder Krups.
A division of As Technology.
Yes, a division of As Technology.
I'm gonna tell you, they have the
Clarify.
most catchy, like, slogan. If you have catchy slogans, we'll say them.
A division of As Technology is catchy.
But they said so many times.
If you make a ton of $10 donations with the same,
Yeah.
thing, we will learn it.
Or like, head on,
we learn.
It's catchy. Yeah.
Head on,
Things that
but
seem
you're-
catchy when you play role-playing games.
Seder Krupp wants to research an attack on their military hardware branch. Very fascinating. It's very fascinating. Very interesting. I will say they were all successes. I will not say to what degree. They were all successes, however.
Some were better than others.
Now, there was an attack.
Attack!
We'll focus again.
Neonet was attacked in their Matrix subdivision.
Interesting.
Oh! Did they send a Decker? Or a Rigger? Or an Angry
Do
Orc?
we like Neonet or do we hate Neonet?
I don't remember.
Don't necessarily.
And it was successful. It was a successful attack.
Uh-oh.
Like when they're good, they're good, but when they're bad,
And at level 9, that's gonna be pretty rough. So. Ooh. Or not. I rolled 1 and 1, so 2%. 2% increase.
Two different dice, same result.
Hey, Black Sun, you should play as your Shadowrun character, and I think there's some, we're looking at ways for you to maybe roleplay more in the corp game. Also, though, anybody who has a Shadowrun character should tweet it with hashtag SRBio. We love reading, hearing who your Shadowrun characters are. So if you have one, hashtag SRBio, we'll retweet it out.
I like
really
it.
Fun.
And if your Shadowrun character has a Twitter account, you can tweet with our Shadowrun characters, because they all have Twitter.
They do.
Oh my god, I love it.
Even Sharky.
Sharky's very eloquent.
Now I want to make a Shadowrun character so I can chat with you.
Oh!
Friend computer welcomes a new bumper
King Butt!
for science.
Kingfoot.
He is.
Dude, you are community straw poll survival minion. Thank you for keeping the straw poll safe.
Yes.
Very important. Welcome to the
Welcome aboard. Thank you so much. All right, that means we're 4 away from another Steam Key giveaway.
What?
And we are also 8 away from our next big physical giveaway. Oh, where's all the cool stuff? I'll be back. You do your thing.
He's not coming back.
He's gone.
He's never coming back. One of these days, that's how it'll go down. He'll be like, you know what? I'll be back, and he will never return. All right.
That's how all of us are gonna
last week, As Technology was attacked, and it backfired. And what happens when they backfire with attacks is a PR snafu for the attacking corporation, which means I get to make it public, which means why not roll it on camera? So Evo, I'm calling you out for your attack on As Technology's consumer goods branch last week and rolling the appropriate dice for the damage that gives you.
I didn't know Evo could be that naughty.
It's As Technology. They're being good by attacking.
9 points of percentage dice damage.
Ooh.
Eat it.
Does that mean
Some
Evo
people
took the
are
damage, or
better at
as technology took the damage, but they know?
So last week, Evo attacked As Technology, and the attack backfired. And this is the consequence of that attack is a 9% decrease to Evo's consumer goods. And that's what they get for attacking As Technology, I guess.
They were defended by MageWorks, a division of As
I'll
Technology.
be shipping,
Hardy
I'll be
Die
shipping
Hard.
some empty boxes.
I admire your boldness either way.
All right, so here's what I'm going to do. First, we're gonna do subsidiaries next. There are 2 branches, 2 different companies that want to open new subsidiaries. Renraku's Cyberware
Today's solutions for tomorrow. Tomorrow's problems.
Today.
That is 9%.
Division of Advanced Technology.
Or
No,
nine.
Isn't it
nine.
car solutions for today's problem?
Renraku, you are entering the market with a cyberware subsidiary at 9 billion million. Congratulations.
Oh. Why can't we have 9 billion new yen?
What can you spend that
So
on?
many reasons.
And now Horizon, as a result of their successful run, courtesy of MMFEC,
What?
they said the only thing we want out of that is a robotics branch.
Ooh, okay.
And I said, okay, we'll see. And we are seeing right now. I didn't really say we'll see. I said, okay, but it's not gonna be the highest. So, yeah. That's what happens. And I see nothing I need to modify there. That is another 9
Just a solid 9 bill.
9 billion.
That's
so,
more than I'll ever see in my life.
Basically, if I had rolled 6s, I would have re-rolled those 6s. And that was how I was balancing that out. But super cool. You guys also did a great job by them through that run. So that factored in how well you did on that run from their perspective. Also affected how well they did. Like what I would let them get out of it.
Okay.
So,
We did
it's
something.
not hard science.
Horizon, you brought them back.
That's true.
Oh, so they have a robotic.
Like Mitsuhama got screwed from you guys. I mean,
Space Dragon.
oh, that was
Didn't actually give them what they wanted.
all right.
But
Now,
We
does that
gave them
mean
what they asked
they're
for.
like torturing a technomancer to make robot pieces?
Good work, guys.
I didn't torture
High
the
five.
Technomancer.
No, but they probably did.
Oh, I was upstairs right
they're not,
now.
remember that
They're
part.
not like torturing him. They probably already killed him.
You did let the Technomancer go, right? No, you didn't.
We did the opposite of that.
No, that's good.
Space
No,
dragon.
no loose threads. All right, I respect that.
Way to go on that front, by the way, guys.
Let's not get invited back into the
No
bio.
We didn't
repercussions
let
at
the
all.
Space Dragon go.
Never.
We gave it to
No
Draco.
repercussions, right?
Did we? I thought we
That
put it on
Technomancer
to
wouldn't come back.
Draco.
Wait, Anna, what do we got next? There's more stuff happening. It's not even done.
Speaking of
Sorry.
FEC
That's us.
and the lottery to hire the runners.
Drum roll.
So, as with the last time, courtesy of Negihama, who reminded my poor sick brain to do this.
Thanks, Nick.
The different corporations that we are rolling for have had their names disguised. I rolled percentile dice and gave them each a number. And so I will say first is Corporation 92.
They know their numbers, right?
92, I've given them each their numbers, yes.
92.
You know
Here's
who
hoping
you
it's
are.
you.
Oh, look at you, a poet.
92 is a good year for.
Hey, BP
All right.
Phantom, check out our new updated resume. We succeeded on a job.
Yes.
Yeah, this one.
Well,
except for the murder.
we think we did.
Yeah.
How many people died in the last run?
No, that's not
We did one.
relevant.
But
Only
nobody
one
did
person
that.
dead. Okay.
And we gave him a funeral.
And a little drone.
Oh,
known
that
as
one.
Spy.
This
Bay
run.
drone.
Bay.
Bay drone.
What do we got?
92, Corp 92 got a 7. Got a 7.
Better than average.
That's not bad.
Next is Corp
It's like the stealth.
Okay,
Corp number 12.
Okay,
Corp number 12, you're on the shelf.
Got a 9.
Oh.
You're way behind.
Tetrahydrus, the color is Frame's van. Frame's van is.
It's like a deep slate gray. She wants it to be fancier, but it is used for work purposes. But yeah,
We could have stole a car.
The upholstery is more fancy.
We know where those cars are.
That's fair. We can get in there again.
Yeah.
Corp number 73.
Yeah. Three's the
Got a 7.
I wasn't paying attention.
Yes, 7.
Not bad.
All right, Corp number 67.
Corp number 67.
3.
Time for your bread to leaven.
Oh.
Excuse me. Sorry. 6.
Oh.
Spoiler.
Whoa.
6.
Stop.
That was
Afraid
a
it
6.
didn't leaven.
But
You got
still
myself.
not really relevant.
Still
Because
not
they're
gonna cut
still
it.
higher.
Not
yeah.
gonna cut it.
All right. Corp number 15.
Corp number 15, you know what I
9.
mean?
9. So Corp number 15 is tied with Corp number 12 for 9.
Not bad.
Corp number 64.
BB Phantom, Van Hellshark is bitchin'.
Also a 9.
9's the number.
Corp number 44.
No, do not write pleasure van on the side of a van.
What about Mystery Machine?
Also a 9.
That's a 9.
Come on, guys. One of you can do it.
One of you can be more than a 9.
Those hot dice fly.
Corp number 57.
Oh!
That's an 8. All right. Corp number 96.
Wow,
Acceptable.
96. Almost.
Gonna pick up some
That
sticks.
is a 7.
7 is on the way to heaven.
You know, you're up there with the other ones.
So we need to do 12, 15, 64, and 44 over again. So I can do that.
Hydras, there's like still a
All right.
Look at all that.
hydra-shaped dent in the van too.
Yeah.
I got most of it out, but I mean it's not.
We may never know how that got there.
Never.
Never.
Ever.
Is there still bullet holes in it?
No, I fixed those.
Oh.
What number are you rooting for?
All right.
We don't know.
All right. So
All
number
the
12.
secrets.
I don't even remember what these are anymore. I don't even remember. I have a reference
I just
sheet.
wanted to see what was happening because it directly involves me.
All right, well, Anna's rolling. I just want to go over what's in the giveaway. We've got a couple lances of our battle tech.
You just broke it.
I just broke it.
The thing.
Oh,
The
okay.
stuff.
Oh man, we got a sweet BattleTech book.
Worth it.
We got a Shadowrun book. We got Harbinger. Heck yeah, Valiant Comics, get in on it while it's still
cool.
like under the radar a tiny bit, but also amazing.
That's probably Zach's.
And then of course we have our Shadowrun.
Oh!
Nice.
Start running with your friends. Don't murder technomancers. I'm gonna say.
But when we do, we got so much money.
We're gonna be doing that giveaway after we're done tonight, so stick around.
You may or may not be
Privy to the
12's reroll.
She's probably not murdered. She's probably just being like in incredible pain from being
Not
done.
bad.
This is an
Not
11. 12's reroll is an 11.
Tiger, you do have one of those cool side doors that you can pull open.
15's reroll is an 11.
And I got
Oh!
We got ourselves a real roll-up.
Sorry, that one's a 9. That one's another 9. That's not.
You have a hard time with numbers.
and we have gun points. We paid for gun points.
There's modifiers here, okay?
Plus, she's under the weather. Give her a break.
I'm being obnoxious.
She's a champion. Lauren's just used to being the antagonist.
I am.
So, 64 was an 11.
Pim pim.
Wow. I'm sensing a theme here.
However, 44 was a 12.
Genova Plus.
What? That's that. You know
Not
who you
from
are.
my belly. No, oh no.
44
God.
is the winner.
What? Claudia, we lost Claudia.
44. We'll see you some more. That's right.
Yeah, I like it. 44. I was gonna take
Dan's
literally
dropping the
fingers.
Working
rhymes.
for 44, that is 2 even digits. I approve.
That's what I got.
44.
Awesome. So
It's
that's
not
our
gonna
corporate
be a bore.
metagame update.
You're gonna say
Big wins, big losses.
Does Anna have it set up where we can mail her dice to be blessed? Because damn.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah.
You should.
Thank you, Ryan
Picks up
Ironwolf.
the mail, Anna or Zach.
I confess if you mailed me dice, I would keep them. So don't do that. Unless you want me
They'd
to keep
probably
dice,
end
in
up
which case
underneath
mail me
the
dice.
rainbow.
Mail me dice. I have this nice little display of the rainbow of dice, the little pride rainbow of dice that I'm slowly filling up.
Love it. That's what I like it.
Cool.
It's really expensive. By the time it's done, it'll be like $500 worth
That
of
makes
dice.
sense.
Plastic. Oh
Steal
my
from
gosh,
here.
that's awesome.
Yeah, but
Commitment.
flamingly yay.
Worth it.
Are we giving away stuff?
Yeah, but actually,
Yeah, that's
before we
his
give
part.
away stuff, let's read off the donations for tonight.
This is my favorite part.
This is where people are witty.
Thank you all for your cooperation.
You're amazing.
Thank you, Anna. All right, now I can shout without
There will
making
be
her deaf. That's
15
great.
large and
What?
All right, so thank you guys so much. You are the real heroes. So
Okay.
let's start it off.
Oh, you're talking to Jack.
William TW, $60. Here are 6 dice from Neonet to help you all. Thank you.
Oh.
And we got Krellin with $40, 2 dice for the GM, 2 dice for Mordecai, because #Horizon believes no one should have none.
Thank you for the most part.
Very nice.
Horizon, even though it kind of is a one.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
The
so
pleasure
BB
man
BB
drone shipping.
BB Phantom, thank you for the $50 donation. The hashtag Lauren Legion would like to donate 3 dice to the mother of basilisks. The hashtag Sinless would like to provide hashtag Fang with 2 dice. Why you no pomp today?
Oh, because my hair looked...
I think your hair looks banging either way.
Pretty on point today.
Yeah.
But thank
Wow.
you.
Can we get that in slow mo?
Gif it. All right, we also got Taylor Taliana, or Tally Taliana. You hate comfy beds? They kind of said that in a weird way. Comfy beds? I think they meant comfy beds. Anyways, the wooden floor of your flat is too soft for you? Try Mordecai, the new sleeping pad, hard as a concrete road.
Wow,
this guy.
Wait,
4 dwarfs.
No, I think it's a bed.
I regret reading all of that.
Right,
all right,
you
we're
have
gonna
to
move on.
read it first.
Thank you so much for the $10 donation, Tally Taliana. Negihama, since
Hey Cheryl, we made chat super uncomfortable with our argument.
Thank you so much for making those words come out of my mouth. All right, Negihama, $60 donation. Thank you. Hashtag Seder Krupp is seeing some low dice numbers there. 4 dice to hashtag Cromwell, 2 dice to hashtag Mordecai.
Thank you, Seder Krupp.
We also have Gaia with $30. Hashtag Neonet donates 30 dice to hashtag Cromwell.
Nice.
All right. Oh. Then we have Krellin back with $10. 1 die for mainframe. Call us hashtag Horizon.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Wow.
And then we had Tahoods donating $50. 5 dice for Mordecai, the mature voice of reason. What has happened to MMFEC?
Finally, someone appreciates my reason.
The M and the C, they're so far apart.
We appreciate it. All right, Black Sun 3, $10. Decker here, came back from Shadowrun in London with another contact, blowing off financial server data from a recent heist to the local matrix. If you wanna... Where's the rest of that message?
No.
You wanna crack at it, details in the attachment, dice to hashtag Cromwell. Enjoy, Black Sun.
Nice, thanks Black Sun.
Also, thanks for the follow.
Oh, thank you.
Yay!
That is GT Robert, thanks so much. We heart you back. All right, so next up on the donations, we also had, we had Celidier, $20. Hashtag Neonet donates to hashtag Mainframe for referencing Wolf Moon.
Thank you.
Well done.
Side note, they are suggesting that they include 50 Shades of Grey quotes in the donation so that you're required to read them.
All right, well that'll be perfect for Zach to do this
We
next
had
week.
different words that get bleeped. Hitler's not one of those. I don't know why I told you.
All right, anyways, thank you for that really great message, Claudia. So, Tahoods, $10, a dice for Mordecai. Cromwell just turned into the troll Malcolm X. Mordecai, we need dwarf MLK Jr. All right, Tahoods, thank you.
Wow.
I think thank you.
That's a little political for my taste, but thank you either way.
Shadowrun's a political world.
It is.
Gotham quotes for Zach.
All right, from Wuxing.
Gotham quotes.
Wuxing would like to donate in Tahoods' name. Interesting. A dice for Cromwell, Elsie, Fang, Mordecai, and Mainframe. We love Lauren too.
Thank you, Wuxing.
That's very nice.
Slash Tahoods.
Oh,
and Arislin, $200 donation.
Wow.
Where is the hashtag Lauren Legion tonight? The players need to be put in their place, which may or may not be the grave, depending on the whim of our fabulous GM.
Aww.
Thanks, Arislin.
I love the Legion. You guys are great.
Hey, I'm in the Lauren Legion, so you're supporting Lauren if you support me.
Not true.
Am I in it? I live in your house.
All right, we also have
My
Prosperous Guard. Thank you for the $20. Hashtag Cromwell. Thanks for keeping it nice and short for me too. All right, MageWorks. Dice for Mordecai. From MageWorks, a division of As Technology.
Thank you, Mage.
The way to a better tomorrow, one mage at a time.
Oh,
Thanks so much.
You're a good mage.
I try.
Basco de Gamer with $60 donation. 6 brother dice to support Mainframe.
Oh, thank you, Kyle.
How did our favorite Decker drop to 0 chat dice? Come on, thumpers.
Brother's throwing shade.
Yeah.
They just threw a lot of shade.
I'm just repeating.
Cromwell wouldn't be. Okay, you're right.
Smart.
And from Ramshin, 2 dice for Mainframe. Someone has to drag this team toward success subtly, and someone had to derail it. 1 for Fang and 1 for Lauren Legion.
Thank you.
Thank
Wait,
you.
wait, I'm on the
$40. Thank you.
Yeah, you're derailing as much as I am. But you were like,
I stopped.
I stopped
both.
and like that was
Yeah,
good.
All right, and Mr. Owl, $20. NeoNet would like to add to the dice pool of Mainframe.
Thank you.
Always popular choice. All right, and Mr. Washington Toad, $10. Hashtag Aries understands the need for magical support of runs. Dice for Mordecai.
Thank you. It's what I do.
And last but not least, BB Phantom, $20. 2 dice for Lauren to buy burn cream after that sick burn from Claudia.
Ooh.
I don't even remember
Nice.
that was.
They really love me. This is the quote. They really love me, Lauren says. Claudia then says, well, someone has to.
I said that? When did I
Hashtag
say that?
Lauren Legion snip snip.
When did I say that?
Oh my God.
Remember.
That's so precious.
We all
Take care of this.
we all know who has the wow. That was so quickly. Lauren just put Claudia on the ground.
Fine.
All right.
I still live down here from now on.
Thank you all for your donations tonight. All right, we are going to be doing that giveaway right now. This is
Giveaway.
the big giveaway. All the awesome stuff.
Giveaway.
All right, here we go. Even, you know what? Don't even worry, Emily. I got this. Actually, no, just kidding. Lauren, or Emily, words are hard. Emily, please run this for me. I do not have my proper setup. Thank you.
Hype.
All right, guys. So, again, get hyped, get active in chat. Thank God Emily is here to save my butt when I'm not ready. Let's talk about all this sweet stuff. Our Valiant comics.
I'm doing like a wink.
Yeah.
Our Battletech and Shadowrun books.
The hype.
I may or may not have knocked down a lot of tiny little pips.
This is why we can't have nice things.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They're not that nice.
Shut up.
They're
Rai
meeples.
Rai, the knocking
wait.
stuff down,
But
guy.
he
It was
tried
worth
his
it to
best.
show you this.
I believe in you.
Shadowrun Rough Order Toolkit Alphaware. It's hard to read when you shake it.
Careful of the trap.
Uncle Whiskers.
Uncle Whiskers! Oh, you are the big winner.
Raid.
We're gonna raid Goobers 515. Let me see your goo medals in chat.
Wait, but we gotta be quiet and secret first.
I'm gonna raid Goober. He's right here.
What?
Oh.
Oh, me. Let's talk about me. All right, guys, get ready to raid, but keep it chill. Get it up in the other tab. Get ready.
A flashbang.
Don't let him know. All right. The raid command is in chat. Make sure you copy pasta it. Okay. All right. You got it. Got it. Okay.
We gotta wait.
Let's go. Let's go get Goobs. Let's go get them. Load those commercials. And 3, 2, 1. Raid! Go raid! Get in there! Get in there!
Do the thing!
Stomp all over the goo! Thump!
Moist!
Moist!
Go raid stuff!
Yay.
Yeah! Thank you guys so much.